We get to be on the Horseman Twitch.
My second time on it. I guess I got to brag about that.
I know you should totally throw it in his face.
Let me check here. See if we come to life yet.
That's what happens when Ben pulls in the big guns like me. You know,
wow. You're gonna
right?
downplay my fucking status. Like, you don't bring the fucking headliner in to work the open match.
Yeah, and the big guns is in a little, tiny like pea shooter, but
Yeah. What the fuck? I don't see that we're live here at Conspiracy Horseman yet. Now we are, yes. All right, guys. Y'all check 1, 2. Just give it a minute to catch up here. That's right. It's 3 baby faces, 3 of the youngest, most handsome men you're ever gonna see. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, infidels, as we come to life here at twitch.tv. And it's the Conspiracy Horseman channel, but we've got the young bucks themselves here, MSG and Double J. JoJan. Jonathan Jansen himself is back in action in the hot seat to talk about the Impact Attack, the Impact Access debut, infidels, with the Hack Attack. Hacker himself is back to shine these young boys. Let's see if they can pull the full 22 minutes in the ring. Who's going to get blown up? Who's going to blow the spot? Because it's not going to be me. I'm just going to get all my heat on both of these young bucks today, as we might take our pants off even, pal, get shirtless and see just what the hell's going to happen around
That's what wrestling's all about.
If you're not in your underpants with boots on, you're doing something wrong. Here.
Exactly.
Yeah, y'all on your Impact Attack. Yeah.
My pants are already off.
Yeah, you don't want to look below the screen right now.
I don't know. It's Woo Wednesday, guys, and I'm going Wu-Tang pants. Wu-Tang pants ain't nothing to
fuck little with. Pajama pants.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I like the dick shot that ties in with Impact tonight.
That's right, man. Grab yourself a handful.
Also, didn't see you as a PJ kind of guy, Ben.
I wasn't. Until I said it's Woo Wednesday. I just I was up at 5 a.m. Dogs of War set the alarm, shipped the wife and kids off to the madrasa. And then I was like, I'm going to get it in the gym early this morning, came back, hit the showers. And I said, I'm going to Woo Wednesday it up, baby. I had Rizzer's Fatal on, and I'm all about the woo today.
Always got to be about the woo.
Yeah. So Wu-Tang pants ain't nothing to fuck with, JoJan.
So don't ever run up on Ben when he has his Wu-Tang PJs on. That's all you got to know. Don't fuck with Ben when he has those.
Crazy in the gym this morning too. I took that Cellucor C4 straight to the head. Did a line of that, and then I was in the gym doing Muay Thai at Planet Shit List over in the corner of the combine workout section. So it was shaking up all the old fuckers this morning, getting them out of the zone and scaring some people. So I'm ready to go, ready to shoot, bang, bang. Hunting season's open. If you guys haven't seen, I've been out there already with the sniper rifle.
Ooh, what are you hunting there? What are you? Infidels. Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like actually hunting season.
Oh yeah.
Because I lived in an area where hunting season we got off for that day.
Oh really? No. Yeah. It just opened up here last week. First was muzzle loader. So I was out there with, I don't have the old musket. Muzzle loaders have come a long way. It's pretty deadly. And the knockdown power of my muzzle loader at 30 yards, it's instant death. The 6-point I shot with it was done in 20 seconds. I knocked the fucking soul right out of the thing. So it was like a carnival, like ding, and it just fucking fell over. And but now it's rifle season, and
there we go.
Wherever I can find deer to harvest in the deep woods, I'm gonna. But after they got Abu al-Baghdadi, I had to go on the run and go, in the Rambo mode, deep cover, just to make sure I was out of cell phone range. And if anybody was pursuing me, I'd see them coming. So,
by the way, anyone see the new Rambo movie?
Yes.
I've heard things. I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I heard it's like a Home Alone, like what is it? Home Alone mashup with like something else, like something.
Well, it's the cartoon. He is, Rambo PTSD, living a quiet life with a Mexican mother and daughter on a ranch, and he's built all these tunnels, so it tells the story of the Vietnam tunnel rats, kind of right on his property. And he's kind of chill. He just breaks horses and shit. And this girl wants to go find her father in Mexico, who just walked off on her. So warns her, no, she doesn't. Goes, finds him, father shits on her, and then she gets sold out into human trafficking. And then,
so it sounds like Taken.
So yeah, it's
like a Home Alone
exactly like Taken. So the cartel takes her. Rambo goes to Mexico, gets her back, beaten and raped or whatever the fuck. I'm stooging the whole movie here.
That's fine with me. Nobody's gonna watch it. I was just interested.
She dies on the drive home. Rambo's like, you motherfucking cocksuckers. Goes back to Mexico to fuck shit up. Wipes out some dudes. Then, they chase him back across the border for retribution into his land where he's all fucking set up with all the Rambo traps that you love, the fucking tiger pits and all through the tunnel rat shit. And he just fucking takes out all the cartel by playing that in his own house, Home Alone style, but it's the story of the Vietnam tunnel rats continued. And then it's the end of the series. I mean, they pretty much show him dying at the end, but they could always do
was there another need for a Rambo movie?
I think so, man. I think
was there really?
Yeah, I do. I think there is these. You've got, dude. It came out right in the week, 2 weeks prior to El Chapo's son with the Sicarios fucking busting him out in
timing
military. So there's something to be said. People want to bitch about the wall or people leaving. No one's saying the fuck why. Why? Because Sicarios can come out of the mountains 200 deep, surround the fucking Mexican military with 50 cals that who they bought those from the CIA probably. And now you've got a narco state at your border, at your door. No one's addressing that shit because they don't want to clap back with some real fucking, what it's going to take is a U.S. military invasion to unseat those Sicarios out of those fucking towns and push them back south. And those people aren't protected. They're not safe. And how long before a scene like that happens in California, Arizona, where the major cross, that's what this Rambo movie is kind of the warning about. You want to fucking see these guys, you think they won't roll across an imaginary border to fucking come do some dirt in America right now? They just fucking surrounded the Mexican military and sprung them.
Yeah.
They're rolling high, dude. They don't give a fuck.
So what's the next 80s movie then? Like we have Terminator now out.
Yeah, that's fucking
like are they never gonna do a Back to the Future kind of remake? Or
I don't know. I mean,
they're rebooting the Warriors.
Yeah, that one wasn't as over. I mean, that might do well though.
Because that's like the thing now. Like superhero movies were the thing, but now 80s, nostalgia.
Sure.
I mean, Star Wars movies.
Karate Kid is fucking
the Cobra Kai series.
But I was gonna say to your point though, because of that stuff, I don't mind side story, backstory, because you hated Johnny in fucking Cobra or Cobra Karate Kid in the originals. Now you see the backstory of him as an abused child, how John Kreese fucking fucked with his mind.
The Karate Kid was kind of a dick.
And how greed and that if you go away from your chi balance and like, so everybody's got their own story that's intriguing, especially a character like that. And these guys are nostalgia, especially for my generation. You guys are kind of trapped in the middle where you just know the reference of it, and they reboot Ghostbusters and they fuck it up for SJW instead of having Bill Murray leading something and it's a real new super telling of the story. Like those kind of reboots suck cock. The fucking ones that are an actual side piece or the end of Rocky where he's got his own restaurant now and you see him as the beaten up.
Right. Like I like the Creed movies.
Yeah.
Like that's sort of an extension of it. Yeah.
That's so,
and they were just brilliantly done too.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
The first one was fantastic.
Absolutely. And those characters are intriguing for a reason and they all have their own story. So you can branch off into a Better Call Saul prequel from a Breaking Bad. You're going to pay respect to the high level of writing, but if you're just rebooting something to be Back to the Future with what's the fucking one douchebag SJW kid from Transformers?
Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, that fucking
Shia LaBeouf.
Like if they put him in Marty McFly just to redo it and somebody Woody Harrelson is the fucking
retell the story but with different characters but do the same kind of thing.
Nope. Like every Hollywood exec who decides to do that should be taken out back and put a bullet in the phone.
Or it'll be a parallel, like it'll be the Biff story. That'll be the Back to the Future, but it'll be like reimagined.
You kind of had that in part 2. You had the story. So I don't know, like it's always you've shown that you can split reality, even though they went back and did something. That's a huge franchise. I'm sure they'd like to squeeze more fucking coin out of it.
Oh, they definitely could. Absolutely could.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot, dude. There's a lot of things.
It seems like that's the thing now. I know that's been the thing for a while, but
was The Great Outdoors. I love John Candy movies. You could revisit. Now that's a movie you could revisit because he takes his kids. It's generational, even though he's passed away. You fucking have his picture on the wall. You bring back Dan Aykroyd. bring back some other old SCTV people who are at the camp next to him, like Eugene Levy or some shit like that. They're so hot from Schitt's Creek that, you know, Kathleen O'Hara. So they're paying respect to John Candy, even put John Candy's kid in it as the new manager of the fucking lake house shit. So there's a lot of different things, man, that they could do and breathe new life into if they paid the true respect to it. But a lot of this shit is just what I call contract obligation. My wife was watching some movie, monster movie for, you know, animation kids in it, right?
Monster. What is it? Monster.
There's like three. There's like three of them now. It was like
Monster Hunt. Oh, okay.
I don't know that shit. Okay. But I know it had David Spade. It had fucking Adam Sandler. What's his name? Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Kevin James.
Everybody like Raymond. Like all these heavy hitters of like, dude, they could crank this movie out in 3 days on the vocal part, these guys, and then they got to go animate it. So that's what I call like, yeah, we'll sign you for a 4-picture deal. You'll get to do the 2 you want to, Adam, and then you guys are going to go in for 6 days and read this shit animation, and that's your $40 million deal. So these contract obligation movies, these buddy picks where you get Kevin Hart with Will Ferrell, or you get, you know,
those are awful.
Stuber. There's your buddy film, right? Like, and it wasn't that bad. I watched it, but fucking that's what it is. No one's like, they're meeting and Batista's like, you know what, dude? We need to do a movie about Uber together. That'll be fucking slam. You know, like that's just
get in the cab.
Yeah, bullshit of Hollywood.
I feel like Uber movies can't live up to what actually like an Uber ride would be like. Like I'd rather see just there used to be what was it on HBO where there'd be a camera in the taxi. Yeah, it was Taxi Confessions. Like I'd rather see Uber Confessions than a
why not bring that back,
buddy
dude?
cop Uber movie.
That's absolutely in the wheelhouse of when I was in college. Like reboot, breathe life into it. Nobody does taxis anymore. What's the difference between that and an Uber and like have 5 different drivers?
I feel like Uber would be a lot more like unhinged than like a taxi cab. Like I feel like it'd be a lot better.
Why not?
I don't know why, but I just feel like it would.
Because of the rating system, you're getting a low rating.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat room here. I wasn't even checking, but Pack Show says Voices of Misery. David's in there with some bits. Potts, what's going on? Texas Sooner, Strangler Steve out here this morning. Says sounds like hot garbage. I don't know. He's talking about something.
Rambo,
not ourselves. Sorry.
Sonic the Head Rat said it was Hotel Transylvania. Is the movie
Transylvania? It could be. I don't fucking know. I walked in the room. You know, but I actually got to catch up on a couple things, so that's I was happy to see those and steal those movies at watchmoviesfree.org. So or afdah.to.
AFDAH, I use that one all the time.
Yeah, but watch movies watchmoviesfree.org is actually even ahead of them on the rush of bootlegs.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I do it the old-fashioned way. I pay $40 at a movie theater for popcorn and butter and soda. I'm about to go to the movies today and watch something. So,
I mean, Joker's up there already. Rambo's up there. I watched Joker at the movies. That's
what?
Yeah, it was whatever. I wanted to do it.
Watch what is it? Watch.
I've heard why is that movie so divisive? Because I've either heard really good things about it or people just think it's the drizzling shit.
Well,
and there's like no in between.
And they don't know about film. Whoever you're talking to, cut those people out of your life. That's an excellent film.
Why is that?
Yeah. It's an homage to Scorsese's Kings of Comedy and Taxi Driver, mixed with some Cuckoo's Nest, which Scorsese didn't do, but you know, that performance. I hate to scoff at mental illness or anything like that. I'm not trying to, but it's something I don't really suffer with some of the symptoms that a lot of people do in today's society. I have my own other weird self-imposed mental illnesses, but you know, this is a really good look at it in a time of the 1980s, 70s, and 90s, because they blur those lines of what you're really fucking watching with the cars versus the technology. Like you can never really tell what year it is. And it just has that real gritty feel of an early Scorsese 80s movie like Taxi Driver, where he just says, fuck it, I'm going to do what I want. And then the best acting we do is when we say nothing at all. He does tons with looks in here. And dude,
love that.
Yeah, every scene he is smoking. I mean, they cut from a smoking thing to him smoking and another thing. Like every scene is a cigarette So there's choices in here. I don't think that's Philip Morris saying we want him to smoke. I think that's a choice in character saying where he talks about being abused as a child, where the dude that his mother was with probably made him suck his dick, and that's an oral fixation. That's why he's smoking everything, and you never address it in the movie. There's so many fucking high level things that Joaquin Phoenix does that, and I'm not trying to shit on your friends, whatever, but like that marks who don't know how to film study or who can't deconstruct at a high level will never get. They will never. Even the fact that De Niro's in the movie playing the talk show host, that at the end is the big finish on with him. That is a direct from Kings of Comedy, because Robert De Niro, one of his first films with Scorsese was that, where he's a delusional dude who sits at home with his parents, does stand up in the basement to an audience that he made out of cardboard cutouts, where he's fantasizing about this. So it's the same fucking story. But if you
that's normal to do, right? I do that all the time.
Well, I mean, with all genius,
what do you think? What do you think podcasting is?
What do you think? What do you think? Standing in front of a mirror, acting like an Arab guy is like splitting my personality to be believable.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of actors go insane, because they don't have the foundation to start with. Luckily, I came from a working family where my dad said, "You're gonna fucking pick that shovel up and shovel, motherfucker." So you know how good it is to talk on the mic and get paid. You're gonna fucking appreciate it. Some people don't have those foundations to start from. So if they're already a fragile being, it's easy to crack them, especially if they're already playing people for escapism reasons, right? So it kind of addresses that. He wants to be a stand-up, but he's just dying and choking. But in his mind, he's fucking this grandiose figure. There's so much good in that movie. It's above. We talked about this on Russo last night. People were like, he might not even get nominated. That movie is above any bullshit Academy Award. It stands up as like what people will call a Goodfellas or Raging Bull or a Taxi Driver 40 years down the road. Right. Whatever the fuck else came out this year that's even getting nominated will be an afterthought compared to what they did with this movie. So if people don't get it, or they're Batman purists and they don't like that it has a different look, a different 70s font, grainy style, then fuck off, because they paid great respect to the origin of the Joker story, where you think you know it, and then they fucking pull the carpet out from underneath you, and you're like, fuck, I thought I was going to learn it, and this was going to be the one. They do it on Gotham. They do it in all the movies, right? You think you know where the Joker came from, or that's him for real. That's the guy.
Yeah, that was one of the things I loved about the Dark Knight Joker. It had every single time he did that. You know how I got this scar? It was a different story each time.
And in Gotham, they do it too. You think you find out who it is, and you see him die. Then it becomes his fucking identical twin brother. Yeah. And then it wasn't him either. You're like, what the fuck? And then this one, supposedly, Wayne fucked his crazy secretary, Bruce Wayne did, or not Bruce, his father, and they had an illegitimate kid. And the Joker is Batman's older brother. He goes to fucking see him, but then it gets stooged off that his mother was just a nut, and she told him a bunch of bullshit. So for a little while, you're like, holy fuck, the Joker's his older brother. And then no, it doesn't. It turns out that
I love that.
The fact that they pay that respect, Batman fan purists should have nothing to cunt off about. And then the other thing, when his parents get killed in the alley, that always gets told in a certain way, and that gets paid respect to. So the game that has to be played out for the Batman purist was done exactly perfectly, and the rest is really a Scorsese film on mental health issues and delusion, and where it can go untreated.
Yeah, so it's definitely something that I was interested in, and it's tough because you had such a great performance from Heath Ledger, and nobody wants to let that go. And so then when you have somebody else do it, it's almost like
let it go. It's not that big of a deal.
Right. There were a lot of people like me. Like I'm a Heath Ledger Joker stan. I thought that was one of the best villain portrayals of all time. And just the way they did that character too, that he was there was no point to what he was doing. And it was like at the end, he's like, Batman, I'm only here to cause chaos. Like that was kind of the end of it. Like
he started as that. This is the origin story of the Joker, as a dude who plays a clown to do sign flipping for mattress, whatever, world. And it's Hell's Kitchen, that 85 feeling before you guys were even born. Like it was a nasty place. Like down New York City, it wasn't like tourists with cameras and shit all the time. You didn't fuck around. And
even though that's scary in its own
right. So it's that time of like getting hit with a sock with an 8-ball in it and getting fucked up by street kids and like how tough it was that made him as a fragile person that way. And obviously the delusion of living with his mother and all that shit that he lived under, searching for a father figure, and how that broke him. And then the other dudes that he actually murders, it's because he's in a certain situation, forced and put there and fucked with. It's not like he's out trying to create an army. And then after they're looking for him as a legit murderer, just how you would any fucking psychopath in New York City, which I'm sure there's plenty of dudes just like that there now. You know, they get him, and as he gets away during kind of like this Antifa anonymous uprising that we saw with Wall Street, you know, at that time in the early 2000s, when that all blew back, that's all in there. So here we have the 70s look, the 80s Hell's Kitchen, 90s technology, and 2000 fucking politics all smashed together in this beautiful thing at the end where he gets in a car accident, gets fucked over, and like people were wearing Joker masks instead of Antifa, like because of the murders and shit, because he murdered these fucking, you know, Wall Street guys who were cocksuckers, and Antifa loved it or whatever. So he just becomes a leader by happenstance at the end. It's not like he fucking does it. Like the people find him. When he gets his comeuppance, it's just that he's in the middle of a riot and they all look at him. It's not like he planned all this shit. So it does an awesome job of origin story, man. And I think everybody you talk to, JoJan, sucks.
It wasn't everybody.
Yeah,
JoJan. It wasn't everybody.
Change your friend's circle.
That's
JoJan.
what I gotta do. No, it wasn't everybody. It was a few people. But I think the next question is, and to tie it into a little bit into Impact and also just the wrestling world in general. We talked last time, Ben, for the last Impact Attack, saying that it almost seemed like Sami Callihan's character was almost like a Joker kind of inspired thing. Are we going to see that now? Because this movie is really captivating, and I think a lot of people are interested in it and have watched it. And like you said, there's a lot of references to really Scorsese type things. Do we see Joker kind of now making its way, or not? I guess references or things inspired by the Joker now into wrestling.
I think anything that's like too over the top is going to be done. Like the Heath Ledger thing, there was the guy who wrestled like him on the Indies, and it was a complete knockoff, and you could get it over and it was cool, but like. This
after a while, the reference is gone pretty much.
Yeah. And this performance isn't one to be like, people will dress up for it as Halloween and shit, but it's not like he's spiking guys' eyes on the fucking pencil and like super evil. Like it's all a setup where he's burning money and shit. Like he doesn't have that access. So it's just a different feel to it. Will Sami use it? I think he can, because he's got that natural Joaquin Phoenix delivery and he can get a little mileage out of it. Sami also knows how to shift gears and see what else is coming around the corner before everybody else does, bite from it, apply it, and then move on. So I hope he doesn't get trapped in it. I think he's smart enough to know what is and what isn't to be able to take from, and he plucks a little bit from everywhere. It's guys like, I think Eddie Edwards, I would rather see. Yeah. I've already seen the mental issue stuff, right? I think he could pluck from there. I think he wants to, and I think he could deliver it. So I say let Sami move on. It wasn't blatant what Sami was doing, taking from the team. And I think you can, all right, I like that on him. Let's pepper a little bit on here. I think there's some mileage to get out with Eddie on that too, bro.
Absolutely. So going into Impact, I guess, do we want to start there? Do we want to get into the show?
Yeah, this is where you guys shine. I've already given you the movie level 200 undergrad course this morning. You guys fucking owe me.
So let's go into the Impact show. And really, we're starting off with one that could already get Ben going, because it happened last week where we talked about Marufuji against Michael Elgin, and Ben was just you weren't happy about that one. So now we get this one with Josh Alexander. There were some things I really liked about it, but I'll start off kind of with you, Ben, since you had a lot of comments about the last match he had. So what did you think about this one with Josh Alexander?
I thought this was the exact opposite of him and Elgin. I
thought it would go that way.
It was the exact opposite. I mean, he worked well. Like this is like, I was like, here we go. I thought it was going to be all the bullshit. Let's just bring it from Japan. All the stupid shit that means nothing in America, where people are like, oh, we're watching Japanese stuff and we got to clap for it. Otherwise, we're going to look like assholes who don't love independent wrestling, because even though we know what we're watching is wrong, we're still going to put it over because it gives me indie cred. Yeah. You know, like this time, I don't know if it was a Canadian strong style in the North said, fuck that, we're going to work and I'm not going to do a bunch of shit. And like, even when they thought like they worked me into it. So they move, sell it, stand up, bow up. All right, let's do the chop spot. I go, oh shit, here we go.
This is the part that I highlighted. Yeah.
Bing, hits him in the chest, chops him back. Boom. Okay. Shuts him down. I was like, fuck yes. I said it right out loud, dude. If they would have gone back and forth and chopped each other some more, I would have been like, we're rotten. We're rotten right here. Fuck it, dude. In fact, it should have been Marufuji really selling away even more on that dude's chop back on him, because he's bigger, stronger, and Canadian. It would have shown Canadian strong style in Canada stronger than Japanese strong style. So right there, Marufuji could have sold for him a little more on the chop back. But I did like this match, dude. I got to say the chain was a lot better. The false finish was really close. Ethan Page didn't draw focus and he supported where he needed to. And I like the term Canadian strong style. I think that guy embodies it, dude. Absolutely. There's other guys in Canada who are just as rough and rugged as him. Rob Thomas, Tyler Turva. I mean, there's a lot of guys up there, man, that are they look like they're chiseled out of ice, like that son of a bitch, ready to punch you in the face.
Yeah, I think one thing that I really liked about it too, because the strong style thing was such a highlight in the Elgin match, and I liked how they were teasing it and then got away from it, like you said. And then later on, when Marufuji went on the offensive, that's when they finally started doing a little bit of the strong style stuff, or he started doing the chops, and they went a little bit back and forth. I like that they did it kind of in a way where when he was on the offensive that they did it, and they showed little flashes of it, but it wasn't an entire match of it. It wasn't the entire match was this is strong style, this is Japanese wrestling. It was done in doses. It was done. It was used in the right way where Marufuji was on the offensive.
Let me jump in here. I thought this match.
What?
No, I was just gonna say I thought the match was really good. I thought there was some good chemistry between both competitors. Had a good flow of the match. I liked that you guys have mentioned it. Of course, they're kind of showcasing different styles of wrestling, which I think for maybe a brand new viewer tuning into Impact, trying to get them hooked, stick around. I think this is interesting. I don't know if it's ever been brought up in a conversation before. Alexander kind of wears headgear. Do you think professional wrestling at some point can get to a point where there's more health, safe, conscious? Things that they can put on their body, whether it be heads, around their necks, maybe padding to reduce the bumps. You know what I'm saying?
Well, in training, I agree 100%. That's his gimmick to put over amateur wrestling, right? And looking like a bad motherfucker. And he's smart to protect his ears if they're already fucked up. My ears are starting to get even worse than they were. Like, I don't know. I don't take a lot of headlocks either, which is weird. I like that in NXT, especially when they're signing NCAA guys or who are indie guys who haven't been trained, and they're training them out of the gate, that they are using full that, or they even have, I don't know if you've seen the ring, that's pretty much a crash pad. Right. Mm-hmm. So the whole ring is a 4-foot crash pad. There's no boards or anything underneath it. So it's super soft, super smart. So if you're practicing, it's dangerous enough if you fuck up on a moonsault or a swanton or anything like that, you come up short. You fuck your neck up forever. You could be paralyzed easily. So the fact that they have that is way smarter than guys just trying to teach it and then people hawking them who that first time scary as shit, right? And then, I got it. Well, can you do it 10 out of 10 times and really feel comfortable and be light with it and hit it where you want to? Aside from, maybe a Too Cold Scorpio or somebody like that. I don't know, maybe Evan Bourne. There's not a lot of guys I'm trusting 10 out of 10s. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
I think it should be used like you're saying in training. It's almost like the NFL and college football. They use extra padding on the helmets during practices to prevent that kind of stuff. Even when they do 7-on-7 drills or 7-on-7 kind of competitions without any contact or anything, they still use kind of protective headgear because of that.
Yeah, I know they didn't walk through and practice it like taking bumps, but there's times where like Cain Velasquez and Tyson Fury are perfect examples of this, right? Like you better have those guys while they're training padded the fuck out.
Yeah.
They're way too green. they're way too valuable. So what they need to learn is timing and believability, because they're not going to be in the ring for a long time. So their strikes got to look good. Their timing and selling needs to look good, and they need to learn how to fucking listen. The rest of the shit's going to take 2-3 years to learn. Like there's no other way except for time. I can tell you until you're blue in the face, but until you do the repetitions 10,000 times in a row, you're just not going to know it. So
has there ever been a promotion, or do you ever see a promotion maybe instituting just headgear, like a sport, if you will? Like all of our competitors, once they step into the ring, they put that headgear on to protect themselves. And then once they're done, they pull it off.
Only if it was like, if you could get away with teenage wrestling.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, if there is someone could start like a team,
I'm not gonna watch that,
right.
but
well, maybe you would. Maybe a team pro wrestling thing. That's
ABC Family.
I don't know, maybe or what is it and what appeals to teens? I think if you did a really because kids would be trying it if they saw their kids, so the don't try it shit would be tough.
Yeah,
you have to get over. But if there was something like that was a work thing, for WWE Network where they're letting kids in the ring, you got to show that with all there. But I don't think guys are ever going to be like, let's wrestle, put on your helmet. Like it just takes away from it after you've seen it so many times. Plus 90% of your finishers are head knockout related. Right. So if you're going to fucking super kick me, if you're going to fucking DDT me, I'm going to stand right up like Ambrose and be like, helmet.
I mean, well, they're already doing that now.
Yeah. So if they're doing it that, right. Good question, though. A good hypothetical.
So Marufuji ended up winning that match.
He did, right? He did.
Yeah, he ended up winning that one. And I liked it. I thought it was really well done.
I think that's a mistake. I think that was a mistake.
Why is that?
You got a tag title guy losing to a guy from the outside who's not going to stick around to do business. His whole purpose is to come in as a legend from Japan, get over the strong style shit, and your guys who are your titles are your wins are guys who are going to be there for you and are going to work the indies and help bring in actual crowds.
Or are they appealing to the diehards, right? Because that's what they're expecting Impact to try and draw, and let's appeal to them, and we'll give them the Japanese wrestler that wins.
Those Impact diehard Windsor fans.
I mean, they're there.
Did it feel like it? Did it feel like that?
No, not quite.
The only place where Impact has diehard fans is
right here at Hacker Hamin.
like fans that aren't like participating just to play like we're a wrestling audience, like is UK. When they would go over there and light up UK because they would feed the UK before NXT UK was a thing of we're only getting WWE twice a year. Well, Impact would come over and go, hey, we want you as fucking fans. We'll put on a bomb show for you. And they loved them for it, right? So that's really the only diehard place there is left. So they have to build a whole new fan base because otherwise it just looks like Mark manufactured the last of the last, which you had 2 rows of people at this show and then bleachers in the back that were all dark lit. So you couldn't see anybody. So it looked like an indie show with 2 front rows.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So after Marufuji won, we got OVE backstage, and they were banned ringside. The rest of OVE for the Sami Callihan Brian Cage match. I guess it made sense, but every time I hear steel cage matches, I go back to a thing Ben says the steel cage is meant to already keep people out. So did they need to be banned ringside? Was that something that needed to be done? I don't know if you guys had anything on that. I just felt like it was kind of just there to be there. But I'm not sure it was particularly needed in the show.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, based on, that logic, I understand where you're coming from, right? It's a cage match. It is technically supposed to keep the members out. And based on how this match ends up playing out, it really weren't needed, though, right? I mean, it's not like he would have needed them in the main event anyway. So I think it made sense. I thought they went as far as to say he was banned from the building. So maybe, right? So they were preventing maybe a pre-match attack, preventing Brian Cage from getting messed up before they go into the match itself.
But if they got that over, that for me is even more reason for them to run in because heels need heat. So you ban them and they're like, fuck that, OVE, right? And I would have had shit set up on the outside because yes, you guys have learned the lesson, cages to keep people out, but it's also for the guys in it. it can be used the other way because usually it's chicken shit heel running away. So the cage is there to keep them in, or there's been run-ins, from stooges to fuck guys over. So yes, it's both. But they could have set up tables on the outside or whatever early on when they're fighting before they get in the ring and go away from it. OVE runs in, starts to climb up. Brian Cage goes up in the middle rope, punches one dude off. He takes the big bump off the fucking cage through the table on the outside. He's dead. The other guy's got to take him to the back. Big pop from Brian Cage. He's over. So missed spot there on hyping. So if heels are supposed to be kept out, let the cage do its job and show that it's keeping heels out, giving Cage enough time to get up there and knock them off like whack-a-mole, right? Instead of coming in and fucking the dude over ECW style.
Yeah.
And while he's doing that, then when he jumps down, turns around, that's when Sammy hits him with something. You know what I mean? So that's the distraction. Those guys can take the bump for Sammy, get him back on top.
Do you think we need the cage to be higher now? Like add 5-10 more feet higher, make it an ultra cage?
No, because somebody's gonna be like, I'm gonna jump off that, dude.
Well, I mean, they're jumping off balcony.
They're screaming for a McMahon to jump off of that.
How much higher are you gonna go than Hell in the Cell, bro? I mean, that is 5. It's double cage.
Right, but doesn't WWE have like the copyright on Hell in a Cell, so you can't, really market that? So why not just have?
I think the lethal lockdown.
Bring back the triple cage, a cage on top of a cage on top of another cage.
Big joke until next week. Lethal lockdown cage is pretty tall. I think that's like another 3 feet taller.
Yeah.
But that was more octagon shit. But I'm not gonna get my big ass up there jumping.
I just watched like a review on that video game, Legends of Wrestling Showdown, and they're showing it. The cage was just ridiculously big, and that got me thinking, man, that'd be really cool to have from a visual standpoint to see like a 20-foot cage I'm trying to climb out. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. Like climbing out's one thing. I just see who's the first dumb bastards going, I'm going off of it. Okay, well, everybody else's spot is ruined then, I guess. Thanks.
At least, I think like Ben said, at least we know it's not going to be you.
All you got to do in a cage, man, is hit that center post, gig real quick, get color, take them to the other fucking side, hit it, split it, and now your cage match is instantly believable because the cage needs to be put over as a vicious structure. If you're just jumping off shit, that's you getting your shit in, as opposed to this is a dangerous situation and more real that we're feeling.
Okay, we'll make it a 40-foot cage. Like you really have to get out of this cage.
Yeah, I think at that point, why even do it? Just be like, go up there and jump off. If you die, I win. If I do it, you win. Like
that's the name of the match. If you die, I win.
That's pretty much it. Like
I guess I just want more emphasis on the actual escaping the cage. I've added so many rules to these cage matches over the year with pinfalls and submissions now, or you can just go out the cage. The lost art of just actually escaping the cage is gone. I want to see a real true escape cage match.
They put it over in this one that Brian Cage might be too big to climb the cage, and he turns it up and jumps down,
leapfrogs it,
and then like boom, and like, oh, I guess he's not too big to climb the cage. And never mind.
Well, that was one thing I kind of liked about this, and we'll get more into the finish and all that. But with the cage match itself, I liked that they didn't do the usual. It didn't feel like they did the usual. Hey, he might go over the cage and he's about to go off. He's holding him from falling down and hitting. It was they went away from all the cliche stuff and kind of made it more of a like kind of you said, making the cage look vicious, and there were weapons and stuff in there. There was color and all that. They were two guys that wanted to be in the cage so they could be trapped together and want to kill each other.
I mean, is that bigger than what we just saw at BFG though? The motherfucker pulled out Wolverine claws.
Right, it wasn't. Yeah,
that's like a fucking Thanksgiving turkey. So like we've seen tax, we've seen weapons. Now the cage is kind of marginalized. So that's why I'm saying you got to put over the OVE running in that. All right, the Cage kept them out, and Brian Cage did it. And then boom, there's the heat. Because you're not going to get them higher than Wolverine claws to the goddamn forehead, inside the cage. So you got to sell that part of the match. And we'll come back to it. What was next?
Next was the Rascals Treehouse.
No 40-foot cages, fuckface.
For the record, Fretch in the chat room, I don't know how to parkour. I appreciate you thinking I can parkour everywhere, but I don't even know how to parkour. Sorry.
Yeah, I think these are the three guys that you shouldn't expect any parkour from. I like to stay grounded. I like to stay on my feet. But we get this Rascals Treehouse, and it's like this. I've seen it before, a lot of stuff online because it has trended once when RVD was on there. It's like a 70s show style.
Yeah, dude, good artists create, great artists steal and make it their own. They got a laugh track. It's the circle. It's weed. It's perfect.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, it was the first time I saw it like during a show, and was like, man, it's because it's something that if it's terrible and it misses really bad, you got the sitcom laughter, and you're just like, man, this can be really corny. But they did such a good job with it, and the boss stuff was fantastic. Having him smoke weed, and then all of a sudden he becomes this really intelligent, speaking.
I can hear Ben at home going, "That's great, good job." That giving Bob a reason.
Love it.
Yep. Yeah, I thought that was absolutely amazing. And so again, it's something tough to do, and I think it's what what's her name, Tyler Breeze and Fandango did really well, is doing this kind of like sitcom kind of show, but it's something that could miss really easily. But once it's done right,
I don't think it can miss, buddy.
Really, I thought it could, because it was kind of borderline to me, like really corny at first, and then all of a sudden you got into the material, and it was very like they just nailed it.
Well, I mean, the whole pit is kind of cliche and corny. That's their shtick. They're going in there, they're kind of getting high, right? Yeah. But I think I already know what Ben's gonna kind of say here, but they're basically giving more character development to Ba in this situation by having him smoke. Yeah. You're giving him that reason to actually be able to speak, and that way he can go back out to the ring and continue being Fallah Ba without having to break character. But go ahead, Mr. Hamin.
Absolutely, dude. It's absolutely that. You've taken not that follows a low stakes character, but you've taken a low stakes character who only gets to talk one way, introduced a catalyst to elevate him, and now he can do incredible things and go like when George Animal Steel was a genius for a little while before he goes back. So now you have two worlds to play in completely. And the inner monologue comes out. It was just a beautiful play. What was really crazy group mind wise, I put this out on Twitter. Fallah says Shakespeare, to thy own self be true. Now I know this is pre-taped, but it probably within 5 to 15 minutes, you could line it up. I'm saying the exact same line on Russo brand about taking care of your own business and character. It fucking shook me, dude. Like, I'll remember this forever because of that. Like, I'm the atheist.
You better call Stevie.
Well, I believe in group mind. I'm the atheist, but
Stevie Christ, that's who you were there with.
Yeah.
So.
He's everywhere, right? And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about the whole fucking thing. But at the end of the day, that happened. And then I did Master Shoot Theater, where I was thinking about the father from Friday. Don't go in the bathroom 45 minutes. But I did it kind of as Vince. I was like, I was in there for 45 minutes lighting it up. Yeah. And, and John Witherspoon's dead today.
Right.
So in an hour, I covered some very cosmic things that were happening at the same time without knowing. It's not like I had impact on and knew he said that line or I knew anything about the death. It's just things like that are very interesting to me, of how small our circles are when we think about the thoughts that we're just putting on the universe or how things are getting into our heads.
But I thought Matthew brought up a good point, really, in that you can, inside of other segments, inside of other people's worlds, like the Rascal Treehouse, to have a guy like that to have character development,
interact fully.
It's like WWE's missing an opportunity with the Fiend all the time to have huge character development with other characters. Like Seth Rollins could have been doing so much more. We could have learned so much more about Seth in this kind of set.
Here's improv. Here's not 101. This is improv 301. You've gone through all this shit, right? You know how to create your world. You know how to create ba, ba, ba. The words we say don't mean anything. It's the reaction, knowing how to play in this little creative. I think of Simpsons, the Mo episode. Mo, can we mo to the movies? There's a matinee. Like, like we know exactly what she just said, but mo. So there's that world that we believe in, and we've been conditioned to it. There's the Rascals world. That's that 70s show, weed. And these are the motherfuckers. Let me sidebar here. These are the dudes who would jump off a 40-foot cage and try and get over. What do you think gets you more over?
Smoking this stuff they're doing right now.
Yeah. Gucci Man and doing some comedy or risking.
That was hilarious too, the Gucci Man quote after he just did all this Shakespeare and he said, in the words of Gucci Man.
Exactly. You're playing at opposite ends of the extreme with real details. Gucci Man fans are going to pop. People at home who don't know the fuck Gucci Man is are going to ask their kids You know, like, who is that? Or look it up, and then you're going to respect, because that's a low-level, dumb frat kid performance, but he's playing to the height of his intelligence and getting the most out of it. Now, when we have these worlds that we create in improv scenes, especially in long form, and I've talked about the Herald format a couple times. I don't know if you guys can get it. It took me a lot of years to learn it fully too. But in the very end, after we've created all these scenes, which would be 6 to 8 different scenes, 3 or 4 different worlds, we want to converge them and come back. And because our audience has gone on this trip with us, they will believe in the Venn diagram where these worlds collide, that is the sweet spot where they're like, oh shit, something could happen here. And sometimes the magic's there and sometimes it's not. But really, when you feel it and you've made in the moment believable connection and they start to close in together, you'll get exact moments like this. I felt like I fucking wrote this. Like, it shook me out, dude. Like, I would say, if you're going to go from ba, 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 what's the extreme opposite of that? Shakespeare.
Right.
The words that are so important, and what is in Fala's character and in his heart. Why is he perplexed? Because he left his own dude, because he wasn't true to himself. That to thine own self be true. This is the fucking level we should be playing at all the fucking time. It drives me nuts that we only rub shoulders with this in wrestling. This could be every single week. That Little Rascals thing could facilitate so many characters, dude. So many. How about the new Rosemary character, as she's this weird baby face, or not Rosemary, Sue Young, and she wanders, after we get used to her, and she wanders in there. Something smells in here. I didn't know what was going on. And then what spins out? Like, there's so much opportunity to facilitate other people's shit while getting your own stuff over and playing smart. Boy, this type of shit gives me chills and hope, and then it fucking stomps on my heart when they fuck it up.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's really good too, just on the surface, because it's just funny weed jokes and a guy that just says "ba" and then all of a sudden becomes smart. I like that when on the surface it's funny, but then on a deeper level, there's also something to it.
They're all committing to the bit, and if you commit to the bit, your audience believes you, and they will go along on that ride. When you are fucking playing a Russian and then you're on Instagram being a total douchebag American and fucking talking out of accent, fuck your business. That's when you get put with the big black dude who's fucking your wife on camera and nothing is even remotely believable for anybody's character. That's the dog shit side that we get, as opposed to the lowest mid-card guys saying all we got is our biz, bro, and to get our shit over. And this is labor of love, and watch how we can do this. And someone's believing in us creatively, and I'm going to say yes to the idea, and we're all going to work together to elevate. Holy shit, it's fucking easy and magical.
Sign up at russobrand.com to hear Ben Hamin's full review on Monday Night Raw.
Look at that flow. Look at the pro over there.
That's right, man. I mean, that's where this business is bitter. Like, you can pluck at my heartstrings still. Like, I'll hit 4 shitty drives on the golf course in a row. I'll step up and blast 220 straight down the middle. I'm like, yep, I still love golf.
Yeah.
After I fucking get in the weeds
for the thrill of that one time. And honestly, that's why I think people still watch wrestling, is because those thrills can only be matched by wrestling, but it's become a very few times already.
That's a shame.
It is.
That is poor workmanship and poor standards.
Yeah, like, it really is.
Shit out there.
So moving on next, and I'll ask Matthew this first. The 6 women tag. Now, again, I'm going into this Impact attack knowing a lot of these wrestlers, but not knowing Impact itself. So when I see these women in the 6 women tag match, I'm like, okay, a lot of women that I really like. Jordynne Grace has become one of my favorites. I think she's fantastic, and also Taya is very good too. But then it just seemed like this match, on the first time people are watching on Axis, maybe a different audience, maybe more people, this kind of felt just thrown together a bit. Do you think there could have been more done a little bit with this, Matthew?
Oh, I definitely agree. First off, I wasn't happy with the fact that Rosemary was the only one that got the entrance. Taya's the champ. Why isn't she getting an entrance? They're all just hanging out in the ring waiting for Rosemary. Or they could have given Su Yung, this brand new character they just introduced backstage. She doesn't have the face paint on. Could have brought her out and she could have been part of this match. Nowhere to be seen other than that 30-second clip we got. Like Ben Hamin's already going to say this. This was a match they just threw together. We got to get these people on the card, throw them into a match. That's essentially what this match was. It broke down right into a tag team match with Kara Hogan hurting her arm, and the Madison Rain ended up dipping out. So I guess it was to put more focus on Big Mama Pump here. But I wasn't impressed with the match. I kind of went in and out on it. Ben, what did you think?
Yeah, it was a throw together and a big mistake. You only get one chance to make a first impression. This was Taya's time to cut a big promo, call all the bitches out, and say, let's do this. And they all get one. And then Rosemary can come out and go, oh, you're not starting this without me. You know what I mean? So if you want to give her the focus, okay, give her a second of focus. Because otherwise you're like, why the fuck is this? This made the girls feel like, we got girls. They don't mean shit. Get them all out there. Like instead of really highlighting them like they should be and deserve to be because they put the grind in. And if you're a new person just watching on Access, I'm going to go, what's the girl with the face paint? I don't know nothing about her. Who's the hot blonde? I don't know much about her. Who's the short chick? No selling, acting like she's Hogan. I don't know about her. Like there's all this shit and that just got confounded and nobody got over with reintroducing your players. This is where they kind of are high on their own Kool-Aid there, where they're like, everybody knows our business. They know these girls. They'll get them over. Nobody knows these girls really. And they're doing great work, but now you just hurt your first impression by making your mythic chick not look mythic, by making your power lifter chick not look power lifter, by making your catty blonde really not shine that way and put the spotlight on her. So I would have just gone with the singles and saved the girls for weeks to keep introducing them. This was a bad idea to make.
I think they regressed in this as far as from a divisional standpoint,
Totally.
because Impact has always been the point of that. We focus on our knockouts division, and tonight they didn't do any of that. I mean, JoJan.
Yeah, no, because that was the one thing I took notice of, and especially I talked this with Ben, was the recap show. They did a recap show the week before of all the things that you need to know before we launch on Access. And one thing that I thought they highlighted the best and they put over the most was their knockouts division. They said, we started it before everybody else. We gave women a platform to be knockouts division, not just a divas division. And they really put that over. And I was like, man, that's something. I highlighted it right away. It's like, I can't wait to watch the knockouts division. And then all of a sudden the next week, all I see is the 6-women tag, and they just kind of got thrown in there together. And the only thing we got out of this match was Jordynne Grace maybe could be a title contender, and that's it. So that was, it felt so just put together and missed on something I was really excited about.
Right? Patricia O'Neill?
Tricia Parker, I think.
Whatever. Yeah. That's what she goes by. I know you do.
I got to change mine to Tammy Hat.
Look at Matthew just trying to get you riled up.
Well, getting riled up is ratings, okay? Getting riled up is ratings.
I think they missed a spot here too, man. Like, I would have really, if you're going to reintroduce players and like, what are we going to do to shape this knockouts division going forward? That's what they needed to do in this segment, is to like lay a foundational game plan. And if it were me and they're trying to do a little nostalgia, I would have brought back ODB and made her the den mother. So, and she calls out all the girls and she says, here's what we're doing, bitches. And like, then each girl can react in their own way, where Taya's put off and locker room leaders like, I'm the locker room leader or whatever. And Rosemary's like, yeah, I like this. I'm going to fuck somebody. So we just get to see them. And Big Mama Pump is just working on some fucking Stevie Richards fitness bands up there. We just need to see the players. We don't need all this extra shit. And they could have eaten up just as much time. And it could have been, at the end, ODB's just like, but right now we're going to see who the top woman is. So I'm declaring an old dirty battle royal, and they fucking go in and the girls whip wop whoop, right? And no real plan, dude. And Dirty would have done that spot pretty cheap, and she's not anywhere right now and made her career in Impact. So I think we're
she needs money for her truck.
Yeah, man, absolutely, for ODB barbecue shit, man. So I think there's tons of value there, and they missed a big spot right there. And this was probably the biggest hole in the show of where they could have gotten a lot more out of it.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Grace, Alexia, Nicole, and Rosemary ended up getting the win. And then also going to the next one, the promo itself, the Rob Van Dam promo, I really liked. I thought he did really well, but I felt like the order of how they did this was really bad. If it makes sense, because they go to this RVD promo, and it was great. I loved everything he said. I loved all the references, and it was great. But they do the RVD thing and then go to Rhino afterwards asking, where's RVD? Where's RVD? Like, didn't you? We already know where RVD is. Like, why are you asking? We just saw where he was and what he was doing. I feel like if they did the Rhino thing first, like, where's RVD? I need to talk to him, tell him to get his ass here if he's not. And then you go to the jacuzzi thing. He's like, I'm on vacation. Like, here's where I'm at.
Yeah, but you could counter argue that, JoJan, because the position as far as when they introduced Rhino, he was walking into the building. Where is he? Where is he? So you could make the argument that Rhino has not seen the footage, so he doesn't know that RVD's on vacation, right?
Right. There was at first it kind of seemed like that, but then right after he looks in the camera and says he's on vacation. I'm like, what?
Well, Jimmy Jacobs tells him he's on vacation.
Oh, okay, that's where I missed the point. Okay. No. It just felt very kind of.
But I understand what you're saying.
It should have been switched, yeah. But the promo itself. Let's start there. Matthew, what do you think about the promo itself? Because I loved it.
I like the RVD turn. I thought the promo was great. He pointed out some great things that everybody has now stolen from him. And he's back with a vengeance to take, control of of the super kick party. He's the general of all these super kick parties that have happened over the last 10, 15 years. There wouldn't be the X division, wouldn't got as big in TNA. You wouldn't have the lighter guys now in NXT being, focal points as far as for their brands. I love his hot girl. Anytime I can see titties shaking, that's great.
Yeah, Katie Forbes will get him out, man. It was good working with her. The 2 times we worked together until she punched me in the balls and left with.
You probably deserved it though.
Brooklyn Brawler and $5,000. Well, I got to listen to Vicky Guerrero the whole drive home, so it was a great.
There you
go. But yeah, man. This is a good promo from Rob. I mean, it's classic Rob in style, so he's not mailing it.
He wasn't too high in this promo.
He has something to say, but like I said, I want, Skullet kind of gone. I want a reinvented Rob. And they kind of did it here where he's in Vegas, the weed reference there, whatever. She's his hot chick in the back shaking titties, looking fine as hell. We've seen it on Instagram. I don't think he needs to come back and get retribution on guys who took his moves. I think guys should do a ton of shit and then he sees them afterwards and he'd be like, that was the shits. And just put guys down who take all his shit and be like, I did it way better than that. And really just fuck hoes and smoke weed. That's all he needs to do is be reinvented pimp RVD who shits on guys who stole their stuff and they think he's original. And big league people in the locker room. That's what I want to see from RVD. And I think they didn't do the Rhino thing good because Rhino, he's got that, either silence or he's way intense. Let me see real Rhino. Let me see Terrence Guerin there. Let me see Rob had turned on him and he wants questions like, so I would have liked to seen, we're watching the Rob promo and all this shit. And then we pan back and it's really on Rhino's phone that he's watching it. And he just clicks it and it goes blank. And then he stops and looks at the camera and he talks to Rob very real, how they would talk in the car. Not, you gonna come down here? You know what I mean?
I thought he was a little too intense. It wasn't, I mean, Rob Van Dam kind of gave him a kick last week and kicked him out of the ring, you know what I mean? Or at the pay-per-view. It wasn't
fucked that up too, though. We talked about that. The finish should have happened, and then the shit with Rob and Rhino should have happened. They split the focus, hurt that, and also hurt the finish because the North did 3 awesome finishers, kick out, RVD Rhino business, fuck up, then go back to the finish again, fuck up the flow of the whole thing. So they didn't get max value there either by looking at structure. In this, I think I wanted a real moment between Rhino and him because the history is there. There doesn't need to be wrestling voice. It'd be like, what the fuck, bro? You want to really do this?
I fucking know where you live. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know your family and all this shit.
You in the marina, dude. This isn't going down like this. So I got some answers. And dude, if I got to come to you and find you, I will. And if you're not here next week, I'm not going to be as level-headed because I'm not going to jump to conclusions on some of the questions I have. But if you don't answer me, then I got no other question to come to you.
I ran for mayor. I got friends in different places now, Rob, you know.
Yeah. Like, and Rob doesn't come to him, and he's got to go to Vegas and get hyped up. And Rob's there with some hoes out at the fucking the Wynn Hotel, and Rhino comes out of nowhere, boom, blast him, gore right in the pool. They come back up fighting and shit, like, you know, coconut drink to the head, you know, whatever you want to do. And maybe Rob gets something back on him. Girls are screaming, titties everywhere. Like, this is what's going to get people to tune in, you know, like. Yeah. Let's show these guys for the stars they are, and that Rob's got mad hoes and weed, and that he betrayed his friend for all that and is writing off wrestling. Maybe Rob is just where a lot of guys are, where Stevie is, where Russo is, where I'm headed, where we're like, fuck wrestling, dude. I'm going to do what I want to do. Maybe Rob just wants to bang 28-year-olds and smoke all day. Can't blame him.
Not at all. But yeah, I think what you said kind of ran true, that it seemed like almost like just a regular Instagram post kind of thing. Like, that's something you could put out before the show, and then all of a sudden, you know, you have, again, Rhino looking at this Instagram post and then doing exactly what you just said. So yeah, a little bit.
Actually, now that you point that out, he probably was really high, which is why they had to do all those cuts, right? Because he was probably
that is
you guys know that's the ECW cut, right?
Yeah.
You've seen it in my fucking Hamin shit. I stole it from there because I was such an ECW mark. So to see it last night, I know right where they downloaded that clip from YouTube. It's called Static Cutter. And fucking, I was like, it's the exact same one I used. So that popped me.
So there were some things in there to like, but certainly could have been done better.
And shout out Dreamer and Jimmy Jacobs, because it's got to be them putting that in there. Like, that's just smart business, dude. That's just smart reference to the past. I like that shit.
So after that, we get a little bit of an Elgin video saying that he's going to face Falaba next week. But then we get into a match.
Hold on. Before you move on, I want to actually bring something up. I'm curious, since we're talking about, you bring up Elgin really quickly. Ben, how long do you think it's going to take the stigma of Michael Elgin's past to wear off? I bring this up because I'm a commentator here in a local indie fan. We were supposed to book Michael Elgin. Now, I live in the Seattle market area, so everyone's a little bit more liberal, more progressive. Backlash ensued, called the promoters. Elgin gets pulled off. This is all stemming from that piss video thing and the whole controversy that happened where he didn't, quote unquote, report it to the police in time. In this wrestling society, or are we just in a society too far along that's just going to haunt him now for the rest of his career and impact it? This is really his last chance.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not here to talk me like how I think on the guy. I'll answer from the biz point of Briz. But yeah, that's going to stick with him, I think, for forever in this social media world, the stigma, because as jacked as he is, whatever. Now, here's the other hand. Hogan, I'm not saying Elgin's Hogan, can go and do all that, and then because there's value, bring him back. But how do you feel watching Hogan? Does that go through your mind? Banging his buddy's wife, getting caught on camera, dropping N-bombs, talking to his kid in the slammer, saying the Blizz love us, Briz, and talking about the street racing kid who's now a vegetable and they'll pay him off. Like, these are the shortcomings of your superstars that you put on a pedestal when you get to see them for the flawed humans that they really are, because of what their fame and greed has caused them. So once that veil drops, it's a lot higher standard to live with. The Elgin thing, I think where he is, I don't think he'll ever outgrow it. The value isn't there on the other end to be like, let's make him a star now and we can forgive and forget. Because I don't really forgive and forget the Hogan thing. It just makes me feel crappy and cruddy. Like, I know, like, I'm sacrificing my own morality. So the fact that he's not that kind of star, that shit will continue to haunt him. And I think it also goes to, not that people can't change their behaviors, but I think if you're already doing shit like that and you're a part of actions like that and you're laughing and brag about it, that shows what kind of person you are. And I think people know the truth. You're not really going to change like that. You're just kind of a piece of shit human. So why book you on my show? Because you look like a fire plug and you can do fucking suplexes. Whatever, man. He has some indie value and he can escape the heat and it could die down, but it's never going to go away. And the respect is never going to come back, short of him rushing into a burning building to save orphans or something like that.
Right. I've just been trying to connect the dots because he's been so gung-ho. This is Impact. This is our town. This is our team. And that's just got me more thinking, well, this is, he's not going to get picked up by AEW because they are far too off aligned with the social justice warriors. Right. Yeah. And you could maybe see him getting picked up by WWE because they don't really give a shit apparently these days who they're hiring and firing.
I could see cancel culture getting him fired from Impact, to be honest with you.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I just don't think he's. The thing is also too, in order for cancel culture to happen, you have to be known. Like you have to be doing something that people notice you from, and nobody's. It's just he's there in Impact, and
well, not even that. The Impact's not known either.
Right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, that's part of it.
That's fair. Okay.
But good question, man. And my personal issues with that kind of behavior aside, yeah, I think short answer is you'll never get over something like that. I mean, think of dudes in your hometown who might have or might not have done something or even been accused. That shit fucking sticks with you, bro. And then here he is on Kevin Owens' show laughing and talking about it. Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, it's very problematic stuff, and yeah, we questioned it last time, and still, it's going to be a question every single time he goes out there. It's something that's always going to be kind of in the back of our minds, like you said, kind of with Hogan.
How are you going to look at R. Kelly and shit? Like you're like, I love Remix to Ignition. Let's go fucking see a show after this. I mean, why would you do the same thing except that shit where you're going to support somebody is of lack of character, and also the people. The company around him that supports him is getting heat by association. So if it's the indie that you say, that's really what it is. It's saying fuck morality for a couple ticket sales.
Yeah,
like this guy could come and we're also.
I'm right there with Michael Jackson.
That what if some fucking chick who's a fan or a chick from your hometown goes back to the no-tell motel with him and shit happens again, or something worse even happens, and you were the fucking one because you wanted a little indie pop because he's back on Impact or whatever that did that. Those questions got to go through a smart promoter's mind, dude.
Yeah. So moving on to the next match, we got a tag team match between the Desi Hit Squad and Rich Swann and Willie Mack, which again, I'm a new Impact viewer. I'm watching things, and Willie Mack is one dude that just Rich Swann too stands out, but I've seen him. Willie Mack, somebody just like completely popped off the screen, and like that's somebody. And it's really a great thing that somebody's able to do that when just a few minutes of I think he really got his hot tag in, and it was just a few minutes of work, but he just immediately with his energy, the way he moves and all that, just completely jumped off the screen. So what do you think kind of happens here? Rich Swann, let's just say Rich Swann, Willie Mack won the match. So Matthew, what are we seeing Rich Swann and Willie Mack? Are we going to see that moving forward?
I mean, with Rich Swann and Willie Mack and with Desi Hit Squad, at least from what I've seen over the last year, it's start and stop with these guys as far as tag teams. Like Desi Hit Squad, I'm over. Like they're great in-ring competitors. They're friends of the show. Unfortunately, Impact just does not book them in a standpoint where I can get behind them as a tag team because they're winning one week, they're losing the next. They're in a storyline.
It was Rohit, and who was with them?
Rohit.
It was Rohit, Raju, and Raj, because last week they brought back what's his name?
The big guy, right?
Yeah. Mahabali Shira.
Right.
And dude, him and Adam Rose been working out together.
Yeah, I know.
And dude, Mahabali, when he worked Al and shit, and Al was working with him when he first came in, was way better, dude. He looked like, obviously he's on the gas and trying to look like a fucking monster, but dude, the work just wasn't there. I thought like maybe he's getting that jack to tag with Jinder in WWE or something, but they didn't bring him back this week to even be part of that. So that was kind of weird with me in the W Hit Squad.
They've never shown any consistency with his teams. It's going to take like a good 2 to 3 months of them getting over every week on different tag teams for them to have any form of momentum. And here's another example tonight where, Rich Swann and Willie Mack are the ones that are going over, which they haven't gone down this path with these two, is going for the tag team titles on a serious note. So that'll be interesting to see. You're going to get to see more of Willie Mack, who just like yourself, I'm a big fan of Willie Mack as well. I like Rich Swann. I like his, you might say, personality change he's had. It feels like he's having fun in professional wrestling. That's coming through when he's in the ring. So I like what they're doing there, but this match didn't mean anything. I knew Desi Hit Squad was going to lose. They've got me trained to believe that Desi Hit Squad doesn't have a fighting opportunity now in a match.
Yeah, they've gone up and down with them and bring them in as babies, then turn around and Gama's beating on them like a heel, and you're not supposed to have empathy, but they are just like little comedy dudes. They mixed them in with Killer Cross's chick, right? And that was a weird thing because Ogama's getting over as like the old playboy. Now the guys don't matter. Then they shelve him. Rohit Raju's not on TV for 6 weeks, and they bring him back because he's like, okay, stop, start. So they're feeder, but they will keep Willie Mack and him together because you got a shape of your vision. You got the Indian guys, you got the stoners, you got the black guys, you got, you know.
I know it sucks if you think about that when you're watching.
It's wrestling, bro. It's wrestling.
I know.
You got archetypes. You got to play to them. You know, that's just what it is. Not to say that I wouldn't like an APA, like, you know, black and white guy together and show that dichotomy, you know, as well. Lethal Weapon, you know, type shit. I'm getting too old for this damn shit. That kind of shit. But there's opportunity, and even that is a interracial tag team is a fucking thing, right? To put that on the shelf with the black guys, the fucking spooky guys, whatever the fuck. So they work great together. I'd actually never been on a show with Willie Mack. I think he and I would actually have a good match together as big man, so he could get his shit in. And you know, I could easily base for him. Very impressive, and I agree that Swan is having fun. I worked a lot of shows with him in 2CW, and he was like that then. And then after all the stuff with the domestic with Sue Young, the WWE stuff, and you know, cutting their ties, I bet he's got some shit to say about this ACH shit too, man. That Jordan Miles stuff.
Oh man, you want to talk about that, right? Huh?
Yeah, so I went in on that last night too.
Check that out on roosterbrand.com.
That might actually be more on even on Patreon.
Nice. I got that too.
Talk about losing the WWE job too. So, yeah, man, it'll be good for them just to be in there because there's nobody going to take their spot of what they can do. If they got to be the shucking and jiving guys, I think they're doing it with a little more integrity than anybody in WWE is doing it. I'll say that, right? So, but you now, after all this shit went down, how are they going to portray those two for the culture? You know, there's an opportunity for them to step up and lead and not be watch my moonwalk, he, and all that shit just to get it in. So,
yeah. So that was the tag team match again. Rich Swann,
Willie Mack
won that. Then we get to what I thought was sort of the drizzling shits of this.
Thank God you agree. You think that
the Moose promo is that what you're thinking? Because
I was thinking the follow-up. I was thinking the Shamrock with Joey Ryan. But go ahead.
That was bad too. But the Moose promo first was just. I mean, don't ever if you're trying to. I know they're trying to make fun of it, but if you ever try and get a guy where you're like multi-sport athlete, and then you have him swing a golf club and it looks like that, don't ever do that shit.
Yeah, dude, come on, exposing bad. But here's what they're trying to do. So I get it, and I get what you're saying, and I agree. Especially as a golfer, when I watch, I was like, oh, come on, dude, somebody show him a little bit. But they were doing the Mr. Perfect hole-in-one. So I don't know if you know those JoJan or not, but Mr. Perfect used to do all the shit where he could throw a ball in the air, hit a home run, no problem. But it'd be one take, like a lot of times, like a fucking full court over the shoulder shot and fucking one camera take where they were tricking and a couple of legs. So I was like, all right, they're gonna do the Mr. Perfect rib. And then he goes up to the hole to see if it's a hole in one off of this shitty 40-yard fucking worm burner, terrible swing. And you know, I'm expecting to be in the hole, but there's old guys on the green, and he just makes the guy say it was a hole in one.
Right.
So I kind of popped a little bit, but it's still because they brought me in on the Mr. Perfect thing and swerved it with just making him an asshole. So the golf shot killed me, but the fact that, and I've said this a couple times, if something's going to be the shits or a show is going badly, steer that motherfucker into the ground kamikaze style. And I feel like that's what this kind of was. We're not going to, maybe they tried to have him step up and do the golf swing, and that's the best he could do. So if it's that way, kamikaze it, dude. We're not going to get the real Mr. Perfect thing out of him. It doesn't look perfect. So what can we do? Have him go big league, some old dudes, and just be a heel and get heat, drop his ball in, mark it a 1. Okay. Like that.
You hit a hole in one.
Yeah. What'd you get on that 18? On that 18 holes? I got a 17. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't see now that makes a little bit more sense, but then you just watch it though. And it was just I don't
know. I me personally, when I was watching, I knew it was going to start like that. As soon as like, oh, okay, Moose can't golf, they're going to cut from him. They're not going to give him the full hole-in-one. It's going to like walk up and get the hole-in-one. So I was expecting that too. And then I was pleasantly surprised with him beating up the old guys. And then, like you mentioned, the third old guy being like, yeah, that's a hole-in-one.
I think they messed up though in comedy because there's opportunity here. And it's about getting max value and what you can do. This might have just been them going by a golf course and being like, let's stop and shoot a vignette, because that's how it happens sometimes, right? You're talking about black athletes. Who's the biggest name in golf?
Tiger Woods.
So he should have been Moosey Woods or whatever. Like, what should he have been wearing?
The red shirt, the red Nike shirt,
and the hat.
Yeah.
Right. And all that kind of shit. And he hits a terrible, like, let's get it all over if we're going to do it. Like, if we're going to do it, let's do it right. So there's no chance that JoJan's going to go, I didn't like this. Because JoJan, if I didn't pop for things, I can see exactly where you didn't like it. And it looks like half done. It looks half baked.
Yeah.
But if the idea was there and we keep saying, here's how we would have got the most out of it, like, then let's stop before we hit record and go, damn, we got to get a red shirt and a black hat for that. But sometimes things just don't work out like that. But he had a pink pants on and a golf outfit. So did he just go in the pro shop and squeeze those in? If they could do that, I'm sure there's a red Nike shirt somewhere to do it.
Right, in a golf shop.
It's just the vision and stopping and saying, let's really craft this and do a couple takes. What do we like best? Who, like, what's it fucking matter, you know? And then could have got it over. I think that would have left a better taste in people's mouths.
Wait, so you're telling me when you're driving along the side of the road, Ben, you don't pull out your computer and write up a run sheet and then go on a scouting location?
No, sometimes, but like if I'm rolling through someplace and there's a tank or there's a outside of a VFW or, you know, the military base I live on, underground, there's a big fucking, what is it, AC-10? Like with gunplay and all the missiles and shit out there, like I'll throw my shit on and go cut a promo before security rolls up. Like,
right.
That's just how it is. Like, you have an opportunity to do something as an artist, you're going to do it. What are you going to be like? They think I'm a real terrorist because I triggered somebody because I got some headgear on. Come talk to me for 2 seconds. Sure, it might be a weird situation, but that's me as a guerrilla artist and a performance artist. I'm going to ask for forgiveness, not permission. Because if I ask for permission, someone can say, no, okay.
That's what my dad told me as a kid, actually. Don't ask for
Yeah, if you already got it in the can. Yeah. If you're already
gonna be in trouble, son. So just come home and apologize.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. Fucking A, dude. And sometimes you gotta gauge which one you're gonna do it on.
Right.
But that's what I feel this kind of is too. So if you're a performance artist and the note strikes you, you got to do your art, man. And if that means saying, oh shit, security rolled up on us in a secret facility, well, if you can get tape on that too and make it more legit, roll fucking tape on that too, dude. Like, that's what people want to see.
Yeah, I think, and I think you pointed out, I think that probably one of the reasons why I didn't like it. It's just that it had no reference to golf or like the Tiger Woods thing. That would have popped me because it just felt like
back reference.
It's like they had no idea what golf is about. Just that you hit it with this kind of driver, and that's all golf is. But it would have been funny if they made fun of kind of, you know, some things like golf etiquette and stuff. I know they did a little bit, but they didn't do it enough. Where I'm like, okay, this is a funny golf parody kind of.
And what is he? Does he know about it? You know, being an NFL guy, I think he might, you know, playing NFL and shit. Like, those guys love golf. But I was also thinking this because I've been speared by the motherfucker and he's a mad dude. And, you know, I remember just sitting in the locker room, like we're standing in a circle and I look over my shoulder and I was like, God damn, dog. Like 6'8" never looked so fucking big. I've been, you know, by the biggest dudes, and that's a guy who wears it all. Now, JoJan, if you're a golfer, and you know, you're just showing up there. Imagine you trying to go out and hit a golf ball with like a set of clubs that they made for a 5-year-old. Do you think you could fucking lay one down the middle on the first 6 try? No. So I
can't even do that with my regular size club.
Any golf club that is just something that they hand him, that isn't a job, is going to be hard as shit to even get to the ball for him, dude, because he's such a massive individual. So I give him points on his stroke that way. I'd be like, unless he showed up with his own custom clubs with his stems that are fucking 8 inches longer than a normal man's club, that's going to be a bitch to hit. So yeah,
moving on from that. Now we get to it. Matthew has so much to say. I can just tell because we were about to get to this, and then you immediately had something to say. So we'll go to you first. Ken Shamrock, Joey Ryan. There were some things I liked about it, but overall, I didn't think it's almost like the two kind of personalities didn't mesh for me. But what was it about this segment that you just absolutely
first off, Joey Ryan just doesn't do it for me. His gimmick, touch my dick, do a dick plex, put my lollipop in my pants and suck it. He's making his money. Respect to him. Like, I'm not hating on him for it. And I'm not saying he's not even a good wrestler. His gimmick has no place for me in professional wrestling. I don't want to see it on my TV screen. Let's be real here. How come the Man-Too movement hasn't started? He's coming out telling guys to touch his dick.
Dude, you've got a fucking brilliant angle. Just stop right there. Man-Too would get him more over than anybody else if he had a fucking bunch of dudes who started suing him after matches because of that, dude. The Man-Too movement.
I'm telling you, like that I could get into.
Of Man-Too, that would cross over into the fucking politics realm in the next year. Man-Too could fucking start in Impact and go world fucking wide. Right. That's probably the best idea you've ever had. So you should probably just stop thinking of things after this.
All right. Go ahead.
We'll see, Matthew. You struck gold. You got Ben to think it was good. You struck gold. You're good to go. You're free to go.
I'm like Costanza. I'm out.
Why not, dude? That would get him on so many radars, so many things, dude. And you could even set it up of like people in the political realm who want to get over to celebrities like a Ben Shapiro or a Crowder and get him in there and to fucking do something, and like they even get drawn into it. You know, I'm sure Anderson Cooper would grab right a hold of it if you fucking asked him to, and get that on fucking film. Now you got something with Man-Too. Holy shit. Even if they don't do it and you get him close and he's got a Man-Too thing on, he's just pointing and Anderson Cooper is like standing next to him. Bro, that kind of photobomb shit is hilarious because Anderson Cooper's not going to know what the fuck is going on Impact. But if you can get mileage out of that on Instagram, woo, dude, shake it up.
I will say, though, for this segment, I was happy with the fact that Shamrock didn't touch his dick. You know, that made me, happy.
Well, he made it. Yeah, that's the one thing I liked about it. He made it more. There was like a serious side to it, like, hey, I know what you do. I like you do. It's funny, but not in my ring, not when I'm here, kind of thing. And I like that. I think
on my TV, but go ahead.
Yeah. No, but that's one thing from Ken Shamrock that I liked, and it's a good thing I think for Joey Ryan is he's going into Impact because he can't just be, it can't just be an indie pop, so to speak, for somebody doing the penis plex. It has to be a little bit more than that when Joey Ryan's on. So what perfect way to do it and to make it more of a little bit more of a serious tone when Ken Shamrock's like, dude, look, the penis thing's funny, but if you want to have a wrestling match, that I'm fine with that.
Sure. Well, here's the problem, and we nailed it earlier, and we effed it here. And I guess they didn't set follow up fully, but it's just because I guess we're more conditioned because he's been on camera longer. Here's two guys that are back or new to the company, known in different realms. You need to establish them both before we can have those Venn diagram worlds collide and make it mean something. They didn't. They did the collision with no setup, and you feel the difference. You feel like not knowing. Like if the audience didn't know dick stuff, and they didn't know Shamrock shooter looks bad as fuck, returning like just throwing that all together and where are we going to go match next week doesn't work. Shamrock needs to get over on somebody in like 60 seconds. Joey needs to, be crossing in the back while they cross each other and rub against each other. And Shamrock's like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, it needs to just be a catalyst like that. And like, everywhere that, after Joey wins his match and Shamrock wasn't watching, he can come back. Shamrock's taking his boots off. You're close up on Shamrock. What comes into the scene?
His dick.
Joey's package. This far from fucking, Shamrock's face. And he's like, hey, man, did you watch my match? He's like, no, I didn't get a chance to see it. Oh, well, I appreciate it next week if you might watch my match. And he keeps coming up and his dick is right in Shamrock's face. You need to create the game. Right. So eventually it's Joey Ryan's dick that leads him to his next opponent, which is Shamrock or something. Like that's when the worlds collide. You have to set up the business and the reality for that to happen. And it didn't work here, guys, unfortunately. It doesn't matter if I like Joey Ryan's stuff or not.
So Joey Ryan's dick didn't rise to the occasion, is what you're saying?
You're fired. You know, and I spoke with him recently about being impressed with getting himself over, taking no bumps, and how he does business. I might not have got the voice I was looking for from him, but he was very cordial, very kind, and very open to listening to what I had to ask. I was just looking for, like, I know you've been doing this for a while and now it's taken off. Were there any catalysts or pitfalls that you fell into, or things that you did that you would have said, damn, I wish I would have done this sooner to get you to where you are now? He didn't really have the answer, except for, and maybe there is no answer, of like, you know, just find out what you're doing right and push to it, and don't let anybody change that thing, and then drive it, you know. You go, because obviously that's what he's done with his dick stuff. Yeah, and now he's got the best deal there, where he can work indies and be on TV. So whatever he was making on the indies before, being an indie darling, now his rate will probably go up another $200 on top of that, because he's on TV, and he'll sell a lot more pictures because of it. So one of the smartest guys in the business right now, having to take next to no bumps, you know. And I see Colin Wysong is in the chat room, and he says, you know, he's the sleaze bag. I don't know that.
I didn't like that.
It's an easy thing to just call him and have a moniker. I don't really feel like he's that sleazy. It's just like a hairy, oily thing, kind of porn. A sleaze bag to me is the dude who's like trying to fuck your lady while, you know, like the dude who's pressed up on Eddie's chick. Like, that's a sleaze bag move. Like, not just come out, grab my cock, and I'll stick a dirty lollipop in your mouth.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't like that. Like they said sleazy and all that. I was like, I don't know. Like, nothing really fit that description, other than maybe the on the surface kind of how he looks.
That's just the 70s style of like what they would have called guys at that time. You know what I mean? Gigolos. So they're trying to get that over. But if you don't tell me sleazy things that he does, like, you know, go in somebody else's bag and grab their baby oil and rub it on himself and then put it back, and they come in the room, like, that's sleazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, towel off with somebody else's towel and put it back, like wipe his balls with it, put it in the bag, and then he leaves, and somebody else comes in, grabs the towel out of the bag, starts wiping their face with it because it was their bag. Now that's some sleazy fucking locker.
Right. Yeah.
You got to show me that to make me believe that.
Yeah, so it was weird, because you mentioned that, and that was one thing they said sleazy. I was like, I don't know, like what has he done that's been sleazy?
Right. You can't tell me. You got to show.
Hold
me.
on, this pop. This
babyface can't come out and go, I'm the fucking good guy. Love me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly. You can't just say somebody's sleazy and then they're sleazy.
I'm Shorty G. I'm the fucking best. Oh, okay. Good for you, Shorty G. Congrats.
And what was that? You had a comment? You thought you said?
No. I was just gonna put it over. This is funny. If you're reading the chat room, we got a guy in here who's guessed what our names are and our job descriptions. I'm 23. My name's Jason. I work as a gas station cashier 3 days a week. The other 2 days a week, I'm actually studying a double degree in college in fast food management.
So that's what you're doing?
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. Right.
Your name is Tyrone. You're a 25-year-old hat salesman who sells your own hats for a living and makes money off them. And Ben is Jeremiah, a 39-year-old who works as a motorcycle mechanic 3 days a week, and the other 2 days he's a truck driver. So
that's true. That's all.
I like actually, but that lifestyle sounds pretty good.
I know, right?
He's pretty close on age. I appreciate being under 40. That's kind. You know,
I'm not 23. I wish I was 23 again. That'd be great.
Swap out some motorcycles for some fucking 3D printers that are driving me absolutely fucking nuts. And, truck driving for sitting in the studio for 12 hours a day, and you're not too far off.
Right.
I appreciate that. I like that kind of stuff. Ace Platinum. I think that's inventive and fun shit in the chat. Respectful.
Yeah, I felt like mine could have been better though. Just like it was easy. I'm wearing a hat, you know.
I think you could be better all the way around. I think you need to challenge yourself after the Man 2 movement. You need to step
the Man 2 movement hashtag.
But appreciate that Ace Platinum joining us here at twitch.tv/conspiracy horseman. New creative user. I might actually suggest to you, if you think like that, from my mentor, Hamin, episode TJ Jagodowski. You might have seen him in the Sonic commercials. He has a podcast called Here's the Situation with his co-host Rush Howell, and I've been trying to help put people over there to them. And it's a lot of what if hypothetical fun thought like that. So if this person's playing that just on their own inside of the chat room there, I like that kind of stuff, and it makes it fun. So if you're in that mindset, check out Here's the Situation podcast. TJ Jagodowski, Rush Howell, tell them Hamin Media sent you, and I know you're gonna have a good time. Just listen to those guys have fun.
Yeah, so the Joey Ryan Ken Shamrock promo that kind of ended with Ken Shamrock's going to stay, because it was a whole big thing of what Shamrock's going to do in the future, and it's Shamrock's going to stay, and he's putting the Impact world on notice.
Ooh, scary.
Ooh, yeah. After he just lost a match, and now he's talking.
I think the convergence of that, of where, I mean, they'll do whatever with Ryan, do the little thing, and I don't think they're thinking this far ahead. I would have RVD go over on Rhino, him over on Ryan. They both step up and they start to converge. And the big business is Shamrock versus RVD, where Shamrock's on his way back to show and prove that he can fuck some people up. And RVD has his own truth of kind of the same thing, but he's a heel version of it with a different id, and they're going to collide. And that would be a pay-per-view draw again, RVD versus Shamrock in a 12 to 14 minute match would be fun.
I mean, I like Shamrock, but I just feel like Impact is just trying to capitalize on what every other promotion is doing right now, and that's go out and get these big MMA fighters. But they can't really go out and get a big MMA fighter, so they're going to bring back one.
Dude, fuck that. Dude, when you say Shamrock, that's the biggest name. So look at him. Does he look like shit?
No.
He looks better than 90% of every roster.
And he knows how to work, too.
He's on Impact.
That's fine. He was the first Impact champ. They were smart to get him, dude. Like, if everybody has Cain Velasquez, Jake Hager, the young ones, right? And there's value in these guys, bring them back, dude, especially if he looks like a killer body-wise, and people are doing Al Bundy memes with him and shit, so he's pop culture that way. He's got all the credibility of UFC more than anybody in the history of it, and he's a household. He could be the only household name on the entire show, where if you've never watched wrestling and someone goes Ken Shamrock, some farmer in Delaware might know who the fuck that is. You know what I mean? I can't think of anybody else.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. So yeah, Ken Shamrock moving forward, it'll be, I kind of like that angle, the RVD kind of.
I do think that
when we get there, that's all hypothetical.
Right. But yeah, I think that kind of stuff. If he's gonna say I'm putting Impact on notice and stuff, do big things with Ken Shamrock. Don't.
Yeah, you're only going to get so many dates.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
Are they going to cock flip them? Are they going to cock flip?
I think that's where I think they're going with this, and I'm like, I mean, then what's the whole bringing him back Shamrock so you could cock flip him? Like, if they had brought him back and he's going through and he's destroying everybody like a Brock Lesnar, and you're adding his legitimacy to that MMA background, that's a different conversation we're having. But they're just having him come in a couple times, you lose to Moose, and now you're going to get dick flipped. So to me, what's the point of bringing Ken Shamrock in other than the fact that his name is Ken Shamrock?
The only thing I would do is do a match where, because you got to protect Shamrock, where he can fucking get heat and like take down Ryan right away, and he gets close and he gets like stuck to it, like the cock draws him in, like the Schwartz or whatever, you know what I mean, like the force, and they do that game and take it away, gets heat on him again, and then you break out something out of nowhere where Joey gets on him and Shamrock goes for something and his foot gets caught in his crotch. Joey steps over and gives him the ankle cock submission, like instead of the ankle lock, and fucking Shamrock rolls through because of his MMA and gets Joey in the fucking ankle lock and taps him out just to establish the ankle cock submission, which is, I just came up with that as a torch pass to the fucking something that Joey can do new. We've seen the fucking grab the balls. Ankle lock submission taken from Shamrock gives him something new to do. And
I love that.
Where you fucking take comedy into credibility, Joey can take that loss. We just established a new move. So you see it on WrestleZone and ProWrestling.com or wherever the fuck. New submission from Joey Ryan to ankle cock submission. Oh, that's all it needs to be.
Yeah, I actually love that idea, to be honest with you.
Let's move on. I've had enough dick in my mouth for this conversation.
Well, dick out of your
day hasn't even started.
But we get to a match now that I didn't hit with me. I don't know what it was. I didn't really like this too much, but it was Ace Austin and Eddie Edwards. It's not like that they were doing bad work and they were horrible. It's just that it was just kind of there. And then to also be placed right before the steel cage match where there was also going to be a shit ton of more violence. It was just something that was there and maybe killed a little bit of what I really would have liked from the steel cage match. So Matthew, what did you kind of see with this? Was there anything you liked? It just didn't hit for me. I was watching it and was like, okay, it's there. There's tables, there's chairs, and okay.
So, I mean, first off, I agree with you. The placement of this match was weird to have to go back-to-back hardcore matches. I thought tonight's Impact started off odd, just having Marufuji and the other
should open the show.
Exactly. Yeah, I thought this should have opened the show. That way, it would have gotten the crowd hyped up.
Sorry, just to cut in because you guys are both right. Gimmick match on gimmick match, right? Tables, weapons. You butt on the show with it. Marufuji versus.
That could have been right before.
I know.
Because you have a palate cleanser of real wrestling before you go back into gimmick. This is what I'm saying, dude. Like I'm a little shocked with D'Amore, Dreamer, and fucking Zombie Princess back there. That holes like that in a formatting thing. Don't do it now. That's weird to me too because did they shoot the whole show like that, or is it shot out of sequence and they pieced it together that way, which is further kind of a wrong thing to do. If you just had the schedule wrong, shot the whole show linearly, okay, next time we'll format it better. If you chopped out segments, butted them up that way, boy, that's even a weirder, like, that's not how we should book this show.
Well, that's how I feel like that's how Impact's been doing it for the last year. Like, that's how I feel like I've been watching Impact all year. From a production standpoint, they're just chopping.
Does D'Amore? There's no way. There's no way D'Amore can't know not to put that.
I don't know. They just lost that production company. They just lost Kevin Sullivan, right?
Yeah, but dude, D'Amore knows, man. He's been in this business for fucking 30 years. He's a second generation. His dad was a promoter. There's no way Canadian wrestling fans are so fucking smart and workers that there's no way he wouldn't know not to go gimmick when you could have butt ended it up and done a palate cleanser with the strong style right beforehand with no fucking weapons. So.
Well, maybe, like you mentioned, maybe they did it their regular way, and then this is just how it was put together in post. And maybe D'Amore didn't have
those out. Why wouldn't you just switch those in post?
Well, maybe D'Amore doesn't have any cloud as far as what it looks like when it gets to production and access now.
He does. Even if it's him, Cyrus, and I don't know if it's Anthem. What's his name? Top dude. Yeah, sitting there together, but it's probably definitely Joey Matthews, Dreamer. And those two, Cyrus and D'Amore, putting it together. And I wouldn't even doubt Zombie Princess. So, like, that's a lot of brain power to be like, all right, we're going to TV with this instead of, should we switch it? Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
But as far as from a match standpoint, I've liked this Ace Austin Eddie Edwards thing. I thought it started off a little too corny. I think over the last couple of weeks, it's starting to kind of it's starting to kind of come together a little bit. I think they're starting to kind of find the story and the niche of it. I still don't like Alicia Edwards and her annoying voice because she constantly talks like she's in like defensive mode. Okay, all right, let's do this. Like that's how she is all the time at home. Fuck me. Like I don't know.
That's why he's on the road all the time.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're having problems. But overall, I liked the match and I liked how it ended. I liked that they brought back in Reno Scum. They got the interference and it's a no DQ, so this can continue this storyline, if you will.
Yeah. So yeah, again, it's not that I hated it. It's not like it was terrible, that they did terrible work or whatever. It's just where it was placed and kind of where it was at in the show too. You're kind of towards the end. I was at that point waiting for the steel cage match. It was something I was excited for heading into the show. And you kind of at that point, we're like, okay, I'm really excited for this. And that's again, that's where I think Josh Alexander, and you're right, Ben, Marufuji is something that would have been a little bit different, something I didn't have to pay much attention to. I could just kind of see what's going on a bit and look over. And it's something.
What do you got to have on your card? What do you got to have on your card? A solid singles wrestling match.
Yep.
A mid-card title, a girls match, a gimmick match like payoff, which is what the steel cage was, kind of your high flyer, hardcore match, which is what the match right before that was, girls, and then comedy. 7 matches, and then you can mix them in how you need to for 6-mans or, you know, a quick squash or whatever it is to introduce the players. So in that, there's those flavors. You should never butt up the two that are right next to each other. You should always have a palate cleanser. Tag match should probably go girls after that or before. You know what I mean? You want to establish wrestling in the beginning or do something to wow them out of the gate. So there's just a lot of simple booking things that I know D'Amore and these guys know. So to see it not come out and hurt their show a little bit, you know, just in the psychological closure of what it would have given them, there's opportunity there for improvement is all.
Yeah.
I'd like Reno Scum, look great. I don't like the big guy jumping up and getting bipped off. The little guy comes in and gets the fucking heat on the dude from behind. It's the exact opposite. So come on, guys. Maybe they're just a little too indie and didn't know that. That's way more impressive when the big guy cuts him off, not like jump up, bink. Oh, okay. There goes the big motherfucker. The littlest guy is now the badass. And the sleazy thing with Eddie's wife is that should have kind of been dropped, dude, like, or gone that way. And he shouldn't be X Division champion because he just won the X Division champion. He does all this magic. I want to see a magic guy. This guy's not established. And if we got Joey Ryan being sleazy, here's the magic dude banging on somebody's wife. And they're putting him over as a scumbag. But when he's asking her out to dinner, he's like, hey, you got to eat. I got to eat. What do you think about the next show? Instead of like, hey, you like dinner. I like dinner. What do you say we go out to eat? And then afterwards we'll get some food, you know, like all that kind of shit. Like there's none of that. It was like an innocent dude asking somebody out on a date because he's the X Division champ while they're putting him over as a scumbag. So none of those stories got any justice of I'm fucking your wife and now we have heat, or I'm a magician who does crazy shit tied with Reno Scum and I'm going to protect my X Division title at all costs by having my stooges help me. Those are two separate worlds, two completely different stories. And if you're half pregnant trying to do both of them in the same segment, that seg's going to suffer on both ends.
Or he could have invited her out to the movie set that he was doing.
Absolutely. Right. And
I go full 100.
And then all of a sudden, then all of a sudden, you know, she gets
how hard would it be? How hard would it be to like simulate tie him and Joey Ryan together? If Joey Ryan was a porn-up thing, all you do is say, we're going to be out on the set, see you in the movie. Come on by. I'd love to talk to you and see it. She thinks it's a real movie set. You hear the chicks in the background getting banged. Lashley's going to town on Lana in the background. Yep. Like even make fun of that. Like you just see him in a blurry thing, a blonde chick and a big black dude. Hilarious. Like fuck you to WWE. And they come around the corner, putting their robes on. He's all sweaty and shit. And he's like, oh, I'm so glad you made it. Like, you show everything porn in the background, but you don't make it porn. That's the fucking high level of comedy they should be playing at. Instead, we're just getting these small things that like, you fuck my wife, let's go have a match. Come on, B. Let's get the most out of that one moment. It only takes one thing to drive a scene. So now you've got Reno Scum, the X Division title, cheating on somebody, and magic. That's a whole show. Like that's not for that one dude. One of those things is for that guy. Those other three things are for everybody else to get mileage out of. When you cram them all in one seg, it suffers. And you got purple hair. So now I just think he is the purple hair guy who's fucking around, who's got a magic wand and a title. Is that what you want to be? Is that what you want to be?
What I do on the weekends, you know?
Right on, dude.
Yeah, Big Ray Hernandez Dildo Emporium.
That's right.
Good sales. Before we move on, I did want to say though, this match seemed to at least what's his name, Matthews and Callis, they seem to actually be prevalent. Like I've noticed that a lot of times they'll be ringside, they don't really show them. I thought that they were more prevalent in the match. Josh Matthews, telling Eddie Edwards to go get him, and Eddie Edwards turning back yelling, "Oh, I'm gonna get him, Josh!" That popped me. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. So I think they're ribbing each other because last week after Eddie won his match, they were like at ringside and Eddie sticks his head in the background and shows the trophy or whatever the fuck like he had, and like that's not a very that's just guys like ribbing each other, having fun on camera, even whatever to get it over. Because Eddie's crazy enough that it would play into his character, but because they might have some little ongoing rib thing going on when he walks by, go get him, like fuck it, it's fun, just do it. It's wrestling at the end of the day.
Yeah. Speaking of commentary, one thing I noted too, I don't know if it was just by great accident. But it was almost when Josh Alexander and Marufuji were doing was about to do the strong style thing. And Don Callis right away said, Josh Alexander doesn't want to do that. He needs to get out of this. And then right away, like a few seconds after, Josh Alexander kicks him in the stomach and gets out of it and doesn't do the strong style stuff.
Right.
That was like, commentary was beautifully done. Yeah. That's how commentary should be. It should tell, hey, you shouldn't do that. And then all of a sudden you see it happen on the screen. It's like, wow, they're actually analyzing what this match is. So when you brought up commentary, that
sometimes the JR does it backhandedly on AEW.
Yeah, it's great
in the ring now, dude.
Great.
I fucking love it. When guys are so shitty indie rotten, and you hear JR go, boy, he's got a lot of heart. That means that fucking dude just got hit with something devastating. He no-sold, Supermaned up, and made his own comeback. And that's the stupidest thing you can do in front of any veteran wrestler to show that you're a backyard know-nothing motherfucker. So whenever you hear JR, boy, showing a lot of heart out there, that means you're rotten as fuck and you don't know shit about how to sell or wrestling. I love it, man. I love it.
So now we move on to the main event. And I was looking forward to this match a lot. I thought it was really good. We got Sammy and Brian Cage. So I'll just start with you, Ben, on this one. The match itself. How do you think it went? I know the finish of it was a little weird. I guess the finish is the one thing I noticed and thought they could have done a little bit better on. But overall, what were your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I think they fucked up with not using OVE, man. Like, that's the OVE draw, is the strength in numbers, because none of them they got the new dude with dreads, but none of them are massive. They just don't give a fuck, and they take a lot of chances, and they're chaos, right? So that's what the game that they've set up needs to be played out, even though we've had Sammy with hitting Melissa with the wine bottle, effing up the wedding, doing X amount of different things. So this is the payoff. The package set up for it was all right, but Sammy needs those guys' help to beat this guy. It's not just a one-on-one thing, because look at the difference in him, Not that Sammy's not a tough dude, but this guy's a fucking freak.
Yeah.
So let the freak, the Hulk doesn't kill one guy. He fucks up the whole city, B. Like, let those guys run in and try and take him and let him shine. So when Sammy beats him, it means that much more. We want to see OVE take these big bumps off the top. We want to see him get on top of the 40-foot cage and Jake Chris takes the fall through the table or onto the fucking, his own dude with the dreads, and they all get taken out that way. And you think, the other Chris brother is going to fucking make it up there, and he gets fucked over too. There's all this kind of shit that they could have done in there that would have led up to the finish of him being distracted so Sammy can get back on top and do some dastardly shit. Right. So I think the match itself wasn't bad, until the finish that I'll get into, but I just didn't think they got nearly the storyline value payoff that they could have.
I thought this match was buried the moment Brian Cage hopped right over the cage right at the beginning of the match. You killed any sense of disbelief. He can get in and out.
I can't disagree.
He just ran right out and jumped right over. Okay, well, why are we having a cage match then?
The guy's so nice. I hate to say shit about him, but he just does not know how to protect his size, who he is in the business. And I know people are like, nobody can tell me who I am in the business, how I want to be. No, dude, this is set up. High flyers are small, high-flying dudes. When you do that kind of shit, you hurt everybody else on the show who that's their stuff. They can't do gorilla press slams and walk around with a guy in a fucking vertical suplex for 45 seconds straight. They can't do that. That's your job. So when you're coming in, it'd be like if we worked any place, supermarket, right? And I'm the fucking deli guy and you're the fish and meat guy, but I keep coming over going, no, dude, let me cut the fucking fish. This is how I fucking cut the fish, and I'm serving everybody. Oh, dude, you want a steak over there? Hold on, dude. I'll get your deli in a minute. I'm coming over there, and you just got to stand there and go, oh, fuck, I know how to cut meat too. Like, right. Dude, he's just eating up everybody's lunch because he's that athletic and cute, and nobody's reining him in. How long would it be till he grows a beard and starts camel clutching motherfuckers just for fun? If I was on the show, like, can't do it. You got to know your place. Ultimate Warrior doesn't fucking come down and do sharpshooters and super kicks. Like, do your fucking bit on the card. Well, wrestling's changed. No, it hasn't. Character archetypes are character archetypes for a reason throughout Greek mythology.
Any form of entertainment. Yeah, I was just about to say. Yeah.
You are not fucking bigger. You have not changed the human experience. So your shitty performance art can have an excuse for not doing things the right way. And that's not just to Brian Cage. That's to a lot of motherfuckers who use that as an excuse. I'm so tired of hearing that shit as an excuse for poor performance because you want to get your shit in instead of knowing your spot in the overall arc of the play.
You're exactly right. Characters.
I know I am. I just said it.
Right. But characters in a show do have a purpose, and they have to stay in their place. And that's the reason why when character interactions happen like that, though, and you do have Brian Cage, who's just this big machine, and he goes against a high flyer. Well, if Brian Cage can do the same thing, then what's the high flyer's advantage, or what's the interaction there that's worth watching?
How about when they do it before the high flyers go out, and Brian Cage just did fucking 6 of their spots? Yeah. Now you see a guy 140 pounds do it as opposed to a guy 300 pounds. You go,
exactly.
Oh, big fucking deal.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I mean, because we're going to get into the end here, I think what bothered me, though, about this match, and I get what Impact was trying to do. It's their debut, Access, whatnot. They want to have something big to get people talking, right, as far as their event going off the show. But I feel like as a fan, I continue to get shat on. I'm going to watch these pay-per-views. There's no payoff there, but then we turn around 2 weeks later or a week later, and we flip the title on television. So what's the point of even having a pay-per-view anymore?
Sure. I mean, Sammy's the draw and they know it. What is the point of having a pay-per-view? I say switch it to digital. You got a whole fucking opportunity with this now to be different than everybody else. Twitch is your mode of delivery. How do you get as many people there to buy it for $1.99 as opposed to giving it away for free or them stealing it the next day? Like, get that value added, even if it's a little build, $4.99, whatever. If you want to make it $9.99, sure.
But I think it also comes down to where are they making the money? Because I think that's why things are being on TV, because they're making more of their money on TV. When back then WWE probably made more on the pay-per-views because everybody was buying them.
Yeah, but I think more eyes on it's where you're going to focus: merch and ticket sales, and pay-per-view buys. So is it smarter to go $29.99, $49.99 and get 1,000 if possible? Right. So you're at 49,000, or is it better to be at $10 and possibly get 10,000?
Yeah.
So like either way, so there's 100K. Can you get the 10,000? Can you build the value loyal audience to do that? I think that's what should be the mission. And the creative has to reflect that. In this match, the biggest thing they missed, what was the whole story going into this?
It was Brian Cage and the whole
he fucked his wife,
right? Yeah, messing the wedding up and going in and going into his house or whatever. Yeah.
So was there a Melissa spot in this match?
No. Well, that's I think.
What's the Melissa spot? Here's how it would have gone in the finish. They Jake goes up, bing, gets knocked off, big bump, fucking takes out his brother. Right? We don't see the big fucking dready dude. Okay, Chris brothers are down and out. Ref tells him, get the fuck out, you're gone. Match continues. Here comes Big Dread. He's got Melissa by the hair at the top of the ramp. Up goes fucking Cage to start to climb to get the fuck out of there. What's Sammy do? Blow him from behind, fucking get him in an electric chair, dump him, stomp the fuck out of him. Sammy goes up, hits something crazy, right? And then Melissa's up there. Then he kicks out on one. Gets like he's going to fucking go again. Sammy's got to do something else devastating, just keep fucking him up. So she has to watch him lose to Sammy. She's the fucking reason. She's the distraction. That's the point of the story, not a payoff, dude. Not this. It's the fact of what the id of that story is, my love for my wife and protection, not 1, 2, 3. Not I beat you. Now I fucking showed you for hitting my wife in the head with a goddamn champagne bottle on our wedding day. Like, none of that is it. She needs to be in constant danger, tied to the railroad tracks from these guys, and he needs to be constantly trying to save her. And it's the fact that there's so many dudes in this bad clique. He can't take them all. And even if he is the fucking Terminator, they always are outsmarting him. And then do a motherfucking pile driver on nothing. Okay, we're gonna tell a pile driver story in the go home. Okay. And it's going to be a big payoff, so I don't mind if guys kick out on some shit. Pile driver, kick out on one. All right, he's a fucking Terminator. I'll allow it. Mikey, I'll allow it. And then fucking then hits him with 3 more motherfuckers. Kick out. So now we're just burying the pile driver and we're not telling a story. Hit you with 1 pile driver, kick out. What's the next step, boys? What does he need to do?
Hit him with another pile driver.
On
something like a weapon, right? Or
on chair,
right?
1, 2, kick out. Then what the fuck, this motherfucker?
Go to the top.
Right. Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. Usually I say work in steps of 3. This is one you want to do 4 in the finish because it's called the dip at the end. You want to get him, dip. Oh, once we kick out, fuck no, that wasn't even enough. Now we got to go to heights that I didn't think my body was possible to do. I'm crazy. I have to do this last one. So they hit that one. Then should have been the fucking table, right? He fucking gives him one, boom, back in through the table. 1, 2, kick out. So kick out on 1 on the first one, chair, kick out 2, that fucking huck them in there. They bring fucking her down. So she's right at ringside, right? Their face is just separated by the fucking fence. He's gigged. No, what the fuck are you doing to my husband? Fuck you, bitch. He spits in her face. Sammy style, pick him up right in the fucking corner there. Big gimmick off the top. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
They fucking let her go. She climbs the fucking thing to get into him. He's knocked out. She's standing over him. He fucking is looking at her. No Tessa Blanchard. None of that shit to set up, dude. The go home is OVE, are psychopaths, and it doesn't matter how much muscle, gas, or love you have in your fucking heart. This is how the real breaks of life go.
Well, considering... Well, I was going to say, considering the fact that they just had Brian Cage like decimate him, as a Wolverine a week ago, you have Callahan win this week, and they just shotgun right into the next feud with Tessa Blanchard.
Paid off and done.
Yeah.
We are going to fucking intergender like right out of the gate, and it's about the chance. So now Sami Callihan can beat this motherfucker, but he might not be able to beat Tessa Blanchard.
Right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, and I think one thing I think you're right with OVE is showing, because the payoff is this whole Melissa thing, and you have OVE look again very heelish, and also if they just beat Brian Cage, who's going to stop them? And then Tessa, that's when if you do set this up and it's against Tessa, then she's against all the odds.
Well,
then
if you're going to use Tessa, it should have been in the spot that I outlined with the Chris brothers. So one takes them out, they start going back up the ramp. Or they're not gonna, and Tessa comes down, they're getting thrown, they're like, fuck that. Tessa comes down, Kendo sticks the fuck out of both of them, so they got a powder, and then that means something. Then we could have gone into something else. But for her at the end, dude, you just did all this payoff business, and now you want to drop new pebble in the pond because they've had that kind of there to go. What's the last thing we're seeing? This cage match was enough. This is more than enough. I need to see my heel up strong, not faced off with a woman like to look pussy. Like, what should he have done if she rushed in the ring into his house right there?
He should have knocked her out.
He should have fucking grabbed her right by the eyeballs and fucking slammed her head right in the fucking ground. Said, fuck you too, cunt. Stepped on her face and walked out.
Yeah. I think it certainly could have.
Why not get there?
Yeah, it certainly could have been, because if you're going to do this match, they've been teasing a little bit too, her having to overcome OVE, but make her the ultimate underdog. Like that's what Tessa needs to be. And if you have OVE that just almost kill Brian Cage, then when you have Tessa come in, it's just like, how is she going to beat? Then that's a great. How is she going to beat these odds? Yeah.
I mean, well, the thing about it is, too, and I know you haven't watched Impact, JoJan, but they've already done this summer. They did this Callahan versus Blanchard, and Callahan went up. He already won. So why are we going right back to it again? If Tessa Blanchard couldn't beat Callahan, why is she going to be able to beat him now?
Exactly. The only thing she should do is cost him the title.
Right.
Okay.
So they can have a payoff. Because if they go SJW, for her to go over strong on him after they just beat him, now she can beat Brian Cage. She can beat anybody, bro. What a bunch of phony bullshit that will be. And they could easily paint themselves in that corner by being marks for the intergender wrestling online AEW bullshit. And I really feel they're headed this way unless Sammy has an idea that's far above mine. And he very well may. He very well may have a great creative idea I'm not thinking of. But boy, I feel like they're pushing this envelope just to fucking push it, and that the payoff isn't thought out, and the details along the way, like many things we've talked about tonight, are not thought out to get max value, and it's going to end up hurting every man on the locker room in the Man 2 movement.
Yeah, I think the one thing is Tessa is the right person to star this show, but I think you're right. The details of it need to be
Dude, girls are a feature. Girls are not a draw. And that sounds shitty to say, but this is the truth of what it is. Girls are a sideshow in wrestling. Have they come super far and deserve their merit of being in-ring workers if they've been trained? Absolutely. But a whole show of women is tape trader, masturbator, World of Wrestling shimmer, or World of Women shimmer shit. It's not a show that draws.
WWE brought in the biggest woman of all time, and she couldn't draw. So, I mean, that's the proof right there.
So, and that's not me being a chauvinist. That's the fucking truth of how you book wrestling. So if you oversaturate or you kill that believability, now you killed your whole fucking show, dude. And that's pretty myopic and short-sighted to please 700,000 AEW marks who might jump over to your show. Not when you've got Tessa Blanchard to be built a certain way. And is Tessa even there anymore? Is she leaving? I heard as well. So will this even pay off, this pre-taped business for
I thought Taya was leaving. I thought she was going to be dropping the title.
Go too. Yeah, right. So, I mean, there's a lot of interesting questions. Dude, I got to say, if I'm Cyrus D'Amore, bro, I know I got a lot of stress running my shit. I could only imagine, bro. I could only imagine what they're going through and trying to have trusted people around them, with Sullivan and those guys walking out and the money and having to tell guys certain things and bonus guys stuff. And then money comes in and you want loyalty. There's a lot of opportunity, but there's a lot of fucking kayfabery going on as well, man. But that's just the carny fucking life of wrestling that we lead, that fans will never know how affected guys really are until they see a guy like Jordan Miles, who had a legit beef, go in and fuck his whole career up in one day.
Yeah.
He didn't miss an opportunity to shut the fuck up, Mr.
He did not, bro. He did not. He became a mark for himself after he got some play, went to the Uncle Tom shit, and buried his whole fucking argument and buried his whole career, dude.
Yeah. So this Impact show, we got main event. Last thing, image was Tessa and Sammy. So now at the end, we went through. What's that?
We skipped one thing that I thought was interesting and important because I didn't watch in the couple weeks leading up to, but was Su Yung with this rebirth.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Dude, we're doing lynchings and shit. Havoc is lynching bitches out here in a hallway in Mexico. Like, it's all good. Noose her up and she's dead and we killed her. I was like, God damn, that's a bold play. Like, A, lynching, super fuck you, opens you up to a bunch of shit. And then B, an actual murder on camera of an undead person to be reborn into a strange cult-like babyface creature, hot chick that we don't know if she's Carrie or whatever. I was like, God, they took a lot of chances in that pre-tape to set business up. I think it paid off, and they got the most out of, like, we have no budget. We have these girls. We have to do something. I could feel Jimmy Jacobs like, we have a gurney, some soft lighting, even though this hallway with the stairs isn't what we really want. I guess the violence will be enough. I think it worked, but that was a big fucking risk, man. A big risk.
I hope that
that's why you don't bring guns to the ring. You don't bring fucking, because what happens if you bring a gun to the ring? Somebody's got to get shot. Like, you don't bring shit out. You don't bring machetes and shit out. Somebody's got to get fucking cut. Like that. Right. That's the real deal. So when you're fucking playing with death, like, oh, we're gonna get that close. No, she killed her and was reborn. I kind of like that choice. That was a ballsy fucking choice in a little segment, man, that just kind of got passed by.
I just hope that she sticks to this, like, as far as her new persona. Like, I don't want to see her continue to be Su Yung on the indies, but then be this, Carrie-like character.
What about Two Worlds, dude? We just saw this with Fala. I'm intrigued by this girl in white and what she has to say, and she's her new eyes of the world. I want to see the world through this version of Su Yung, or just Sue Susie Q, I'd name her something super cute, you know, opposite of that. And how do we flip back and forth from Laurel Van Ness to Laurel Van Mess? And like, what does that fucking world look like? And who's she going to interact with? I mean, I like Cody Deaner a lot. I worked a lot of shows with him, been DDT'd by him 3 times in the last year. I don't think their interaction worked. I think there was a better choice. Granted, I was glad they were on camera, the Deaners. Looking more forward, me and Congo Kong beating the shit out of them at Crossfire and all through the next year. But I think there might have been a better choice instead of being like Sue, just let her walk by. And the best acting we do,
not saying anything.
Yeah. We could have done it all with looks.
Right.
Holy fuck, dude. Wow. Let's get, you know, like all that could have just been a walkthrough, dude. And all we need to do is see 5 or 6 different people do takes, and it would have been awesome. Instead of trying to do contrived wrestling lines that come off as like B or C movie acting. Yeah. So I invite Dreamer and Zombie Princess, if the Stooge Report gets to him, to think about that. What can we do by showing instead of telling sometimes? And I think there was an opportunity to do that there. You hung her out. She fucking died and came back to life without saying nothing. That was pretty goddamn impressive.
I feel like it'd be pretty speechless if I just saw somebody dead also just started walking around. You
didn't need any words, man. Yeah,
right. Let's be like, hey, weren't you dead? It'd be like, what is this?
I mean, we learn from this all the time. I make mistakes like this all the time where I said too much. I could have done more with a look, and let that be a lesson going forward, hopefully, with anybody who's producing anything.
So, lesson going forward with Impact. This was the first one on Access TV. They were able to build this up for a little bit as they were getting ready for this. So after the first episode and stuff and again, I think I mentioned this in the last show we did, is kind of where Impact's place is in the wrestling landscape, as we have all of these shows on TV. Like even NWA was able to find their little niche and their little market of people, and it's going over so well because they're completely different from everything else, and there's people that really enjoy what they do. So now after one episode, where does Impact fit? Did you find anything that, okay, they can go this route or this way? Was there anything you saw that they could fit into the wrestling?
Hey, what do they have that all, if fucking AEW is SJW, if WWE is trash and delusional, run by someone who's so out of touch with reality, who can't be told anything else, and it's a rated G product when they want it to be, if ROH has been marginalized completely, New Japan is a non-factor, and what was the other one?
NWA.
NWA knows exactly what they're doing with digital delivery and old school nostalgia. What does Impact have? What are the 2 things on this show, 3 things on this show that stuck out to you that they have that they should move down that road?
I want to say it was
3
shown.
words. You could sum it up in 3 different words:
tits and ass,
tits
and dick.
And
violence.
Right on, boys. You learned the lesson for the day. That's exactly what we have. I would go in the fucking meeting on the whiteboard, go tits, ass, tits, violence, weed. These are the fucking cultures we need to be hitting. How do we fucking light it up and get in those demographics and pull those people? Because these other companies will not touch it. They're too pussy and they can't handle it. We can be controversial. We can be comedic, and we can do things that are beyond the line that they can walk. That's their sweet spot. Where are they? They're behind Raw, SmackDown, AEW, and NXT. So they're number 5 in the pecking order right now.
What do you think the ratings are
going to be? They could go to past Raw and SmackDown. It could go AEW, NXT, Impact, Raw, SmackDown, if they really wanted to fucking do something in the minds of the marks pecking order.
Yeah, because even I don't think AEW is ready to go towards the edginess of, they have been violent before, but they don't. It's more of a, I look at AEW as more of a hybrid between New Japan and WWE.
They're just shiny and new. There's nothing like their wrestling is like, this is what we got to see. Those guys, the house party dudes and Bucks or whatever, sure, but that's not anything that's going to be the driver of like, what are the words for AEW? Audience, they're in touch with it. Social issues, they're going to push it. New and shiny. That's their 3 things. Fucking go with it. WWE, nostalgia, huge production, and top stars. Gotta fucking do it. Are they making top stars?
No.
There's fucking day one. You got to clean out all this bullshit of Cedric Alexander, Ali, whatever. No shout to my brothers in the industry, like no hate, but you got to make Big E a fucking star. You got to make a super heavyweight division. You got to make Titus O'Neil. You got to, like, that's where they need to start, you know, and not worry about being controversial or doing black guy fucking your wife as a punishment. They don't even have their eyes on the fucking prize at all, dude. New Japan, what do they need to do? They got Strong Style. What else they got? Marks, Meltzer, and all those guys. What else they got? Foreign. Stick to those fucking 3 things and drive them, because other people can't do what you can do.
Yep.
Nobody, even I say wrestlers don't know who they are, and they can't get as much out of their character. These companies don't have a vision of themselves, because we say it, they're in the bubble, like wrestling bubble. I'm tired of that fucking phrase, but all right, but if you don't even know what your bubble is inside the bubble and how to fucking blow some air into it, I can't help you, homie. Like, I can only tell you what the id of what you are from the public's perception from the outside. And if you're not willing to listen to that because I'm over, I'm in wrestling and I made more money than you and you were never, well, how's your fucking ratings? How's your creative? Are you getting the most out of every segment? Is your talent sticking around? Are people ready to jump ship? Is the money there? If the answer to all these questions are no, well, then you might want to fucking just take a little constructive criticism from guys who are trying to help the biz, Briz. And that's about where I'm at with it.
Is that kind of, Matthew, where you're seeing Impact kind of falling in the wrestling landscape too?
Yeah, I definitely would agree that. And that was kind of to my next point too, is like, what's the rating for this show? What are we going to see viewership? Because they're on Access TV, it's a larger network, but are they even going to break 100,000 viewers in this first week?
Yeah, I think if anything under 150,000 has got to be considered like, yeesh.
Yeah, I was thinking of around the 180,
bro. 180, 150 is what I was thinking. Like, if they go over 200, then I call it a success. But if it's not, then
and they had a while to build this up too. It's been a long time to build this up. And you just had a big major show, that one of your big major shows that you just had too, that everybody wanted to see kind of what happened after that. So
if they're going to stay in Canada and Windsor, and they're not going to go back to Vegas or Chicago and do the indie pillage, which I think they are, which is fine. That crowd is hurting them. That wrestling crowd that wants to be there to be wrestling fans and like fun forever, where it's just like not even a inspired chant now. They just say it because the 2 guys are indie over, you know, like they don't do, they just saying the chance to say it, like, shut up. So they need a place with a real, if they're in Windsor or they're in Toronto, they need to have a street team recruit 500 hardcores that are going to be there to give them that ECW feeling.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're really, the visual of their product on camera, just having old 50-year-old marks in the front row across the board is not a good look to try and be hip and draw people in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, again, I point to AEW or NWA with a lot of stuff because I think they're doing it right, and it's a show that knows what they are. But the studio crowd acts like a studio crowd.
But they're all plants.
Right. But that's what I mean.
It's with the lanyards on in the fucking crowd. They're like,
right.
Ring crew guys and shit. Like, at least kayfabe, go put something else on. You know, go put a guy's shirt on for him. So you act like you're a fan of them at least, instead of being like, oh, these first 20 people actually helped put the show together today. Yeah. Like but that out of the gate, you kind of got to have that. I'm sure they will draw their own audience because it's not a lot of seats to fill.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's, I think moving forward as me and Matthew and Ben kind of watch these shows, it's finding out where Impact is able to find their place in a landscape that's full of everything. We, like, Ben, you just mentioned, I mean, there's a little bit of everything. I mean, even within companies, there's things that even they do subcategorically.
It's oversaturated. There's no doubt about it. And everyone says best time in wrestling. Well, our ticket sales way up. Nope. Our guys way over in household names. Nope. Our attendance records and ratings at record lows. Yep. So how over is everybody? And why do we keep not saying what's really true and going on and addressing the problems that will get guys back over in the mentality and the upper echelon of guys who are in this power positions who are just there for the check, who may not know how to do the right business at the end of the day. Some definitely do, but some just mail it in to stay small, to stay valid in the wrestling biz. And they've killed this business because of that, for not having integrity to protect the art or push it forward or tell people you're doing this kind of wrong. And it's not a new day in wrestling and my 31 flavors. There's just right and wrong ways to do things. So, yeah, man, I'm hoping to be here as much as I can. I can't make any promises on my schedule, but we do want to get high-level impact guests. I'm going to reach out to Ethan Page. I might reach out to Cross and see if he's interested in doing a little something. We'll protect his biz and plenty of other people. Maybe Ohio versus everything. I'll reach out to them too this week and see if we can't get some great guests here for the Impact Attack for you guys, because you're doing awesome work, and I know you both can handle it whether I'm here or not.
Awesome. Appreciate that. Matthew, anything to plug or as we wrap things up, or any final thoughts?
That's right. You can check out hackerhamin.podbean.com. You can check out the Monday, the Wednesday, the Friday Locker Room, the Infinite Fringe, the Conspiracy Horseman. You can check out Crow 777, the New Horror Junkyard, Breaking Sal, the Stevie Richards Podcast, Pro Wrestling Reflection Podcast, the brand new Voices of Misery Podcast that just added us. And of course, you can check out me each and every Wednesday night, Thursday morning on Light the Fuse. And of course, check out our sponsor, Lethal Vendetta. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, Matthew_Schaffer, and you can follow Hamin Media Group at Hamin Media Group on Twitter and Hamin Media IG on Instagram. There you go.
Awesome.
Well done. Are you sure there wasn't anything else?
There was.
Miss anything?
He missed Hamin because he's fucking.
Well, you said it. I figured you should put your own show over.
Yeah, man. JoJan, what are you doing? Just some XM stuff, games this week?
Yeah, just follow me at JJansen34. Everything, all my sports stuff, you can definitely check out there. So just follow me on Twitter, and everything you'll see there.
Yeah, I'm all over the place in the next month too. UPW, Rochester, I believe on the 9th, the 23rd, Immortal Championship Wrestling, Schenectady, the 30th, border town in I'm not sure where, St. Catharines, Ontario, with those morons. The 7th of December, back at Crossfire Wrestling to finally put the nail in the coffin of that moron Chris LaPlante and shut his company down once and for all, as me and Congo Kong tap dance on his grave. That stupid maple syrup sucking moron. Go back to playing hockey. You sucked at that too, idiot. So hear me now, infidels. It's Hacker Hamin. It's JoJan. It's MSG. Get it in you. It's the Impact Attack Infidels relaunched on Access TV, covered here at hackerhamin.podbean.com, and cover yourself with some Wu-Tang pants or some Hacker Hamin shirts from ProWrestlingTees.com/Bin Hamin. YOLO.